The views expressed within this program are that of the host and their guests and does not necessarily reflect the views of this station, Metro Plus AM 1044.
Alright, hello and welcome to another week of Campus Radio. I am your host, Harry. And first up today, we will have a song by Clean Bandit called Rockabye. Hit it.
Call it love and devotion. Call it a mom's adoration. Foundation, a special bond of creation. Ah. For all the single moms out there going through frustration. Clean Bandit, Shonda Ball, and Marie thing made them air.
She works the nights by the water. She's gone astray, so far away from her father's daughter. She just wants a life for a baby. All on her own, no one will come. She's got to save him.
Daily struggle.
She tells him, ooh, love, no one's ever gonna hurt you, love. I'm gonna give you all of my love. Nobody matters like you.
Stay up there.
She
Stay
tells
up there.
him your life ain't gonna be nothing like my life. You're gonna grow and have a good life. I'm gonna do what I got to
Stay up
do.
there. Stay up
So
there.
rockabye, baby, rockabye. I'm gonna rock you, rockabye, baby. Don't you cry. Somebody's got you, rockabye, baby, rockabye. I'm gonna rock you, rockabye, baby. Don't you cry. Rockabye.
Rockabye, rocka, rocka, rockabye. Rockabye, rocka, rocka, rockabye. Single mom, what you doing out there? Facing the hard life without no fear. Just see and know that you really care. Cause any obstacle come, you well prepare. And no, mama, you never shed tear. Cause you have to set things year after year. And you give the youth love beyond compare. You find the school fee and the bus fare. Or when the pops disappear. In a wrong bar, can't find him nowhere. Steadily your workflow, everything you know, so you're not stop, no time for your dear.
Now she got a 6-year-old, trying to keep him warm, trying to keep out the cold. When he looks in her eyes, he don't know he is safe when she says, ooh, love, no one's ever gonna hurt you, love. I'm gonna give you all of my love. Nobody matters like you. So rockabye, baby, rockabye. I'm gonna rock you, rockabye, baby. Don't you cry. Somebody's got you, rockabye, baby, rockabye. I'm gonna rock you, rockabye, baby. Don't you cry.
With a bang, bang, bang. Alright then. Rockabye, rocka, rocka, rockabye. Rockabye, rocka, rocka, rockabye. Rockabye, don't bother cry. Lift up your head, lift it up to the sky, yo. Rockabye, don't bother cry. Angels around you, just dry your eye.
Now she got a 6-year-old, trying to keep him warm, trying to keep out the cold. When he looks in her eyes, he don't know he is safe when she says, she tells him, ooh, love, no one's ever gonna hurt you, love. I'm gonna give you all of my love. Nobody matters like you.
Stay up there.
She
Stay up
tells him
there.
your life ain't gonna be nothing like my life. You're gonna grow and have a good life. I'm gonna do what I got to do. So rockabye, baby, rockabye.
Rockabye, rocka, rocka, rockabye.
You rockabye, baby, don't you cry.
Rockabye, rocka, rocka, rockabye.
You rockabye, baby, rockabye.
Rockabye, rocka, rocka, rockabye.
You rockabye, baby, don't you cry.
With a bang, bang, bang. Alright then. Rockabye, don't bother cry. Lift up your head, lift it up to the sky, yo. Rockabye, don't bother cry. Angels around you, just dry your eye, car. Rockabye, don't bother cry. Lift up your head, lift it up to the sky, yo. Rockabye, don't bother cry. Angels around you, just dry your eye.
Right, so welcome back. That was a song by Clean Bandit called Rockabye. Now, before I introduce today's topic, I would like to do a little exercise with all of you. Take 10 seconds with me and count. Count to 10. In these seconds, Jeff Bezos, the founder and CEO of Amazon, made 200,000 Hong Kong dollars. That's almost a year of school fees for, a month of school fees. Hold on. It's actually a year of school fees for one of the most expensive schools in Hong Kong, CIS. Now, let's remember that the median salary, the middle range of salary for an average Amazon employee over an entire year of working 6 days a week, probably 10 hours plus a day, is less than what Jeff Bezos makes in 10 seconds. Now, what I'm trying to say is, there's something common about the wealthy, the rich people around the world. No, it's not their bodyguards. No, it's not their boats. No, it's not their chauffeurs. And no, it's not their cars. And no, it's not even what good schools their kids go to. It's philanthropy. Over the years, many charities have been set up by rich people, by the more affluent, who race against each other in massive, grandiose acts of public generosity. But do we really need that many charities? And how many of those charities are created for the sole purpose of cultivating an image of care and concern that for the rich? According to The Guardian, there are simply too many charities. As we've all heard the idiom, too many cooks spoil the broth. And it really applies here because every year hundreds of charities are founded in the UK alone. And that's just ridiculous. Why do we need hundreds of more charities every year in a single country? And what's even more outrageous is the problems that these charities are trying to solve are many times created by the very people who started these charities. So charity, is it too vertical? I first paid attention to this topic when I read news articles about sexual abuse scandals in charities. Aid workers were using children who are vulnerable and exploiting them in a sexual context. And generally, charities appear in some regards to be an enterprise. An enterprise not for good, but to satisfy the ego and pride of the rich. Now, I'm not saying that charity is bad. Indeed, much of the world relies on charity. Especially in sub-Saharan Africa, many charities like the Red Cross, I know, does a lot of great work providing care for families and kids in sub-Saharan Africa. But at the same time, we must also recognize that charity is a way for the rich, powerful, and affluent to cultivate and create a personal brand. A brand that will hopefully make consumers trust them more and buy more from them. It's somehow like Apple's Product Red iPhones or H&M's Buy One Support Children t-shirts. These products have a feel-good message attached to them. You buy an iPhone that is colored red and you somehow support breast cancer. You buy a t-shirt from H&M and somehow you're supporting abused women or children. I'm not saying that's not the case, but again, think about the people who produce these phones and these t-shirts. Foxconn, the company that produces parts for the iPhone, has seen record numbers of suicide attempts or just generally suicides at their factories in China. Staff working for H&M producing shirts in Bangladesh have slipped in messages for help, detailing the cruel and inhumane conditions that they're forced to work in, just to produce these shirts that contain a feel-good message. And also, when it comes to charity, there's a certain power dynamic to it. In fact, if we look at the dictionary definition of charity, it implies an us versus them relationship. It's about giving what could be a fraction of a second's salary to some people without even thinking of how the money can be used. Simply splashing money at the problem isn't going to help. As the saying goes, give a man a fish, feed him for a day. Teach a man to fish, feed him for a lifetime. In many countries, especially again in Latin America and sub-Saharan Africa, charities isn't helping to solve fundamental problems. Instead, to the contrary belief of many, it's creating more problems. And it's adding another layer of complexity. There's issues of bribery, there's issue of exploitation of children, there's issues of sexual abuse. And again, it's not because charity is inherently bad, it's because some of these people who found charities, who create these charities, they're so out of touch, they don't know what the user's needs are, and that's the real problem. I think most of us must have heard of a university admissions scandal just weeks before. And it was rich people paying to bribe university officials to let their kids into top colleges in America. But did you know that, in fact, these parents were making a donation to a registered charity that was being used as a front cover for this whole bribery scheme? I'm not saying all charities, again, traffic or launder money. That's simply not the case. But the case is, many of these charities are operating with little to no guidance. And as a British author said before in one of his book Crocodile Tears, in the Alex Rider series, it's really hard to regulate charities. There's billions of dollars moving around the world at a really fast pace. And some of these countries, developing countries, they simply don't have the resources or staffing to, do accounting. It's really hard for them. So the money is basically untraceable. And in many places, charity is actually an industry. According to an article I've read in The Guardian, some orphanages are deliberately set up for charity tourism. So what is it? What is charity tourism? Well, as you know, for example, if you have kids or if you're studying at an IB school or a school that requires us to do community service, we have to create our own community projects or partake in one. And that means that many kids around the world choose to participate in something called charity tourism, or they travel to a relatively less well-off country and they help out. There's nothing wrong with that, but some orphanages are run as a business in those countries. They're deliberately kept run down, their children put in crazy, bad conditions to make us feel bad and donate more. There's a certain fetish for charities in these countries, and it's all brought to light in this Guardian news article that shows how charity in some countries are actually run as an enterprise, just like how a company is run. There's marketing, there's propaganda, there's all the looks, the advertising, instead of focusing on the real need, which is children who are suffering. And the amount that people donate, it might seem like a lot to some of us, millions of dollars at once. But to those who are rich and powerful, the top 0.001%, this barely makes a dent to their pocket. It's just like dropping money. It's so insignificant, it's like they just drop change that they don't even bother picking up. So the solution to that problem is, actually, instead of charity, let's move beyond the word charity. Instead, let's promote solidarity. Instead of throwing X many billions of dollars at problems, how about we use design thinking to start thinking from the user's point of view? and see what their pain points are and what we need to do to solve them. There are many examples of failed charity projects that show a lack of thought. For example, there's a project called Play Pumps, which a bunch of rich American kids started. The intention was good. They created a water wheel, which kids can play with, and as kids play with the water wheel, water gets pumped up from a well, stored in a tank, and can be later used by moms to wash clothing or wash food, etc. But then, here's why it failed. The water wheel was fun, but not for a long while. Within a week, the kids lost interest. After all, they were just running around in circles spinning a wheel. It was really hard to maintain because in sub-Saharan Africa, there aren't specialist parts that can keep the wheel running. And it soon fell into disrepair, and it costs a lot more to repair, and it costs a lot more environmental damage than to just abandon it. Sooner or later, a group of crooked businessmen came into play and actually charged mothers in the village money for water. And what they did was they forced young kids into child labor to operate that wheel, which was meant to benefit them in the first place. And instead, these children are put into child labor because of this well-intentioned charity project. This shows a lack of thought for what the users in that sub-Saharan African country really needs. Their pain points are not investigated. The project is not user-orientated. So for any charity project, it's important that the right question is asked. If you ask, do you want free money? Everyone will say yes. Hell, if you want to give me $1 million, hit me up. But the problem is, that's not the right question to ask. The right question to ask is what they really want, what they find hard in their daily life, and how we can play a part in changing that without simply splashing money at the problem. So what's the point of this whole thing? It's not to make us guilty, but to provoke thought and urge you to vote action. There's nothing wrong about being rich. In fact, it is wealth that encourages people to work hard and try to break the cycle of poverty. Winston Churchill, really famous person, said, "You don't make the poor richer by making the rich poorer." Taxes on the rich seem more like a show than having any actual effect, because those who are rich will always find a way to hide their cash and minimize the amount they pay. So it's important that we think from a user's perspective, and we actually urge those with the ability to make a difference to create positive social changes that make sense from a user's point of view. Make sure that we're targeting their needs and giving them what they want. After the break, there's soon going to be a break coming up. After the break, there will be a song, the Minor Bird song, and after that, we will continue with the remainder of this topic and how charities can be beneficial but also harmful. Thank you.
Metro Plus, your radio weather.
Cloudy with a few rain patches. Temperatures will range between 20 and 23 degrees. Moderate fresh easterly winds, occasionally strong offshore tomorrow. Relative humidity stands at 81%. For the outlook, windy and slightly cooler with a few rain patches on Monday. Temperatures will rise gradually midweek next week. And that's the weather from your radio, plus 1044.
The new Smart Identity Card Replacement exercise has commenced. If you are holding an old form of ID card and were born in 1968 or 1969, you must replace your card at any replacement center from April 1st to June 1st, 2019. You may book your appointment and fill in the form at smartid.gov.hk or in the mobile app. You can also use the new self-service facilities for registration and collection. You may bring along family members or friends aged 65 or above to replace your ID cards together.
welcome back. That was the Minor Bird song by Matt Harding, I think, who did a really meaningful project where he danced around different countries in the world. And that somehow relates to charity because somehow charity for me is about exploring what I want to do. And in year 10, I decided to do a project where I danced around different cities of Hangzhou and, different cities of China to raise money for children in remote village schools. And that was fun because I like dancing, although I don't dance well. And it's a really relaxing and meaningful way to do good. But back to where we are. The whole point of why charity can sometimes be broken is because of a lack of social mobility. We have to create a system that allows for social mobility, which is another way of saying people are able to climb the ladder and break the cycle of poverty if they work hard. Unfortunately, that isn't the case right now. There are many policies in place by the wealthy and powerful that prevent people from moving up the chain because they're worried, they're scared that their profit margins are going to decrease. But you don't become better yourself by making other people worse off. That just simply doesn't work like that. In order to break the vicious cycle of cross-generational poverty, we must create opportunities to allow people to climb up the social ladder. And when that opportunity does not exist, bad things happen. Social unrest happens. In 2014, we had quite a large protest in Hong Kong, Occupy Central, that lasted almost 2 months. And although the main surface reason was political, deep down, there was already a lot of frustration within citizens. Living costs were high, wages were not going up enough, people's spending power was decreasing, people were getting less well off and more stressed. People were becoming more and more poor, people were becoming desperate, and that's why whenever they have an excuse, they will riot and they will cause incidents because they have pent-up frustration. In 2014, though, I noticed a really weird thing, and it was this one day when I was going to school. I woke up late, so I missed the school bus. So I had to take the public bus. That day I remember deeply because there was a typhoon coming, and all of us were on Instagram, on Snapchat saying, "Oh, pray for Typhoon A, pray for no school." But as the bus exited the Aberdeen tunnel, I noticed that there were street sleepers sleeping underneath a bridge. And I actually got so concerned, I got off the bus and I decided to check them out. Because for such an affluent society like Hong Kong, people shouldn't be sleeping on the streets. But the main problem is, our society doesn't do anything to help these street sleepers. In fact, we do something to work against them. The government has put up spikes underneath bridges to stop people from sleeping under them, or at least to make it really uncomfortable to sleep under them, which doesn't do anything because space is there anyway. But then I noticed that these street sleepers were there, and as I mentioned before, there was a typhoon coming. I asked them in Cantonese, "Do you have a place to go?" And the obvious answer is no, they don't have a place to go, because if they had a place to go, why would they want to sleep under a bridge? And therefore, that was when I started noticing there was a problem. And somewhat ironically, the next thing I did was I decided to start a charity. It was called the Make a Difference Foundation. And it was because I saw a bunch of street sleepers under a bridge. But it also was because of a deeper reason. Why, in such an affluent society, can the wealth gap be so big? Why can't everyone succeed together? Why are some people forced to sleep under a bridge, and whenever people pass by, they either turn away or they don't even pay attention? Remembering how acknowledging a problem is the first step to solve it, Hong Kongers are not doing their best at acknowledging that there's a problem. We're always like, oh, this and that's not my problem. But in fact, it sooner or later will become every one of our problems. So, in the years that followed, Make a Difference funded various programs and did all sorts of work. But then I started noticing another problem. The problem was, as I mentioned before, throwing money at problems don't solve it. They create more problems. I found out that there were children in villages who are sexually abused and forced to work in, for example, in the Democratic Republic of the Congo. It's a country where they have a really rich deposit of cobalt, which is a key component in producing all of our electronic devices, including but not limited to our iPhones and our computers. So these kids are forced to work in plus 40 degrees Celsius conditions underground for 12 hours a day. They're not being put in schools, and the girls are simply raped, tortured, and even sometimes killed. The problem is they can't do anything to better their situation because they don't know how to. There's no resources, the village is remote, and they don't get schooling. So in 2017, I decided to start another foundation called Change for Chance. And instead of focusing on throwing money at problems, we decided to create change, social change instead. And the best way to create social change and social mobility is education. We provide materials and financial support for 47 schools in Africa, 49 by May 1st. And the most important thing about that is schooling helps people by advancing their knowledge of society, and it helps them protect themselves. By keeping children in schools, we're also at the same time keeping them away from work, and we're also keeping them away from possible sexual abuse. Every month or so, a blue barrel is sent to these schools containing textbooks, blankets, dried food items, biscuits, and pen and pencil writing utility. Because to be at the forefront of learning is to be at the forefront of success. It's important that we try to step into the shoes of other people, because we always try to claim that we understand, but we don't. So please stop pretending that we understand and instead appreciate what people are facing. Companies like Crossroads Hong Kong runs simulations where you can basically simulate what it's like to be a refugee. And although the simulation isn't 100% realistic, because you know at the end of the day you're safe, you have a passport, you have a home to go to, the refugees don't. And by understanding what they go through, we know how hard it is, but also we know that they're indeed also good people. Refugees who Crossroads help, or refugees who the Justice Center helps, are actually really talented, skilled people who used to be teachers, used to be lawyers in their countries, but they're just forced out. And it's important that we understand from their perspective how it's like. So in year 11, all of us in our school had to do something called the personal projects. It was a requirement for us to go into year 12 diploma program. And we were told to think long and hard about what we were going to do. A couple of my friends said, "Harry, just make a cookbook. It's the easiest thing to do. It's fun. You get to cook." But I thought, what a waste of time. if I'm given this opportunity to do whatever I want, why don't I use some of the resources that I have, to make Hong Kong somewhat better for people? So I looked into what social issues mattered at the time, and turns out it was domestic violence. Now you might think, whoa, okay, Hong Kong, domestic violence, what? And I don't blame you for thinking that, because domestic violence in Chinese societies is a much taboo topic. People don't like to talk about it. In fact, there is a Cantonese saying, 丑事不出家門, and that means that whatever shame you face in your family, you never bring it out of the home. And that's really bad, because women and children are suffering from domestic abuse, rampant abuse, with no one that can help them out. Enter Harmony House. They're a charity funded by the Jockey Club, actually, that is dedicated towards helping these women by placing them in a shelter, giving them mental and emotional support. And for my personal project, I decided that instead of raising money, we should raise supplies. We also did raise money, and we donated a portion of it to Harmony House. But the majority of the money and the supplies, the majority of money went to buying supplies that these women really need. For example, tampons, for example, blankets. Let's not forget that these shelters unfortunately lack the heating that comes standard in most of our homes. And in the winter, temperatures in the new territories can hover at around 5 to 10 degrees. I know it sounds outrageous considering how we all have heating in our houses, but for them, they don't have heating. They're cramped. So what we did was we gave them blankets, and we actually interviewed them. We interviewed Harmony House, and we found out what they needed. Turns out it was really hard for women who are abused to seek help. It's not like they can just call up, hey, my husband's beating me, when their husband is being abusive. They need a way that is discreet, that is confidential, and that is fast. And that's when we built an app that allows these women to discreetly report cases of abuse and seek help. Women who are at the greatest risk are immediately or promptly placed into shelters and kept away from their abusers. And at the same time, their children are also taken into care, because the children's education is their future. And when domestic violence is happening, not much learning is going on, to be honest. So we care for users' actual needs. And as I said before, many companies pretend that they care about these real needs by pushing out products, for example, like Product Red for iPhone, or these feel-good t-shirts by H&M. But again, please think about the impact of buying these products. Not only does it have a great environmental impact, just think about all the waste and toxic material that is used to make your phone and those t-shirts, compounded by the fact that most of these kids are actually, most of these phones are probably sourced from irresponsible supply chains. Therefore, we must think about how equality plays a role in this, and how we can actually support real needs instead of pretending that we care. And yes, I do recognize that at the end of the day, we can't all be the same. We can't all have the same amount of money. We can't all be in the same house. But equality doesn't mean that everyone has to be identically the same. Equality simply means opportunities for all. Instead of discrimination and stigmas, we should promote understanding. And the key to solving that problem of understanding is communication. The next generation, which is to say us as kids, as teenagers, are a lot more empowered to create social change because we are much more aware of our surroundings at a young age. We recognize the importance of promoting environmental sustainability. We recognize how poverty is a serious problem. And we recognize all these issues. But recognizing them is only a first step, although it is a good first step. Because of a heightened awareness, for example, in our school's community service program, we all understand that there are these world issues. But it's important that we step up and face them and solve them. For example, the climate protest. In some ways, that was young people standing up and saying, enough is enough. We care. But in some other ways, it's a really symbolic move. It's important that we as the next generation think about solid things that we can do. And no, it doesn't mean starting more charities, please don't get me wrong. It's about using design thinking to think from a user's point of view. What is their pain points? How do we ask right questions to get them to open up to us? It's always hard for people to be honest about their hardship because no one wants to let their ego go. But when you ask people, look, what is troubling you the most? When you put yourself in their shoes, that is when you start to understand that money doesn't solve everything. One of the more meaningful things we can do is try to sleep a night in a cage home. One night. Try the refugee experience by Crossroads Foundation and see what we get out of it. Although no simulation can be as realistic as what these refugees actually face, it's still a step up from nothing, and that's important. At the end of the day, it's not about how the rich are bad. The rich are not. In fact, having wealth isn't a crime and should never be. But the problem is, we should always aim to care. And care because not that we want to build a personal brand for ourselves or reputation or to build up our CV to go to college, but care because we know that these are people too, and we know that the only reason why we are not suffering in the same circumstance was because we are extremely lucky to be born into a good family with good parents who work and do work for us. So, right now, that's that. Charities exist in many countries, probably too many charities. So we really have to take a think. Should regulation be a part of this? The government should take a first step by screening some of these new charities, especially the more recent ones, and really taking the time to process these charity applications. We don't need thousands more charities a year. Right? Charities, people doing good is commendable, but at the same time, we must make sure that do good doesn't conflict with their personal interests. The government can vet applications better, and we can also go through an approval process whereby a person has to justify the needs for starting a new charity instead of joining an existing one or supporting an existing one. Right? But also, we must also remember that we can make changes ourselves. We can vote with our own wallets. We can vote with action. The whole point of talking about public do-good is to provoke thought and vote action. Because protesting or signing online petitions, they don't really do much unless we actually step out and do solid work. For example, a while ago, Justice Center Hong Kong, which is a charity that supports migrant workers in Hong Kong, founded something called the Justice Leaders Council. And I'm really honored to be one of the first members in that council, and we do a lot of extremely meaningful work. It mainly helps to provide legal aid, legal support to those migrants and refugees who are new arrivals to Hong Kong, because the legal process is complex. It's confusing, and it's meant to be, because the government doesn't want that many migrants in Hong Kong. But for many, there's no way back. There's no plan B. They have nowhere else to go. Right? So it's important that we support these refugees by judging if their case is legitimate and supporting them. Apart from that, we've also done mooting competitions, which we've learned a lot more about human rights law. We've also worked with the Red Cross and the Red Crescent in creating social change programs that will really benefit these migrant workers. Because one of the biggest dichotomies that we face is, I feel like the first step we can do to solve this problem is our use of words. I would like all of you who are listening to think about this. What's the difference between an expat and a migrant worker? If you find it hard to find a difference, it's not just you. There is simply no difference. In most cases, expats are used to describe people who are white, who are highly paid, and migrants are used to describe, well, domestic workers and refugees, but they're actually all the same. Why are, for example, CEOs of multinational companies in Hong Kong not migrants? And why are domestic helpers not expats? They are the same thing. And by tackling our, frankly, inappropriate and inconsiderate use of wording, we can remove these social stigmas that restrict where people can go. Also, the term charity in itself, again, implies a power difference. It means that the person who are receiving the charity is indebted, and the person who are giving the charity is like, oh, really powerful. We must break that down. Instead of charity, we must have solidarity, where we all move forwards together and leave no one behind. But anyways, there is up next, there's a song coming up called Symphony, and this song is especially meaningful because it talks about acceptance, but it also shows loss and emotion. In the music video for Symphony, two homosexual black men are in a relationship, and one is killed in a car crash, in a bicycle accident. And it shows how an orchestra pulls together as one and recollects their thoughts, because it raises awareness of how homosexuality is actually acceptable. And also, the most admirable thing is, it shows how society is multicultural. It shows different colors, different colored people, and it shows really good integration. So I hope you'll it's Symphony, again, by Clean Bandit, and I hope you enjoy the song.
I've been hearing symphonies. Before all I heard was silence. A rhapsody for you and me. And every melody is timeless. Life was stringing me along. Then you came and you cut me loose. Was solo singing on my own. Now I can't find a key without you. And now your song is on repeat. And I'm dancing on to your heartbeat. And when you're gone, I feel incomplete. So if you want the truth, I just wanna be part
Plus, a service of Metro Broadcast. Now the news with Jeanette Gaius.
A rescue in the Mediterranean Sea that took an ominous turn has raised concerns that some merchant ship captains might become reluctant to save migrants in danger of drowning during the perilous crossing from North Africa to Europe, fearing they could lose control of their ship. A cargo ship heading from Turkey to Libya was asked to divert its course to rescue nearly 100 migrants in distress, which it did before continuing on its course. But when the migrants realized they were headed back to lawless Libya, which they had just left, some revolted, commandeering the ship and forcing it to head to Europe. The temporary hijacking this week of the El Hiblu 1 was described by Italy's hardline interior minister as an act of piracy. Aid groups called it an act of self-defense against Europe's inhumane immigration policies, which aim to ship back desperate migrants to Libya, where they often face beatings, rape, and torture in detention camps. Thailand's Electoral Commission said that computer software was partly to blame for inconsistent and delayed vote totals from last Sunday's general election. During early reporting of the election results, its tabulation software had trouble handling data entered simultaneously from several points and sometimes displayed incorrect numbers, the commission said in a statement, as it faced criticism over lack of transparency. Several political activists said they are starting a petition to impeach the election commissioners. On Thursday, the commission issued a 208-page compilation of votes in every constituency in response to criticism, but some tallies still failed to add up correctly. Pakistani police says a bus has hit a rickshaw, killing 6 schoolgirls and driver in the eastern Bakar district. Senior officer Shahista Nadeem says one girl was also critically injured in the accident. The official says the girls were returning home from their first-year high school exams when the bus sped into their rickshaw. She added that angry protesters partly burned the bus before police could arrive. Fatal road accidents are common in Pakistan because of lax safety standards and disregard for traffic laws. Tunisia has delayed the first round of its presidential elections by 1 week to November 17, a spokesman for the Elections Commission said. The initial date has been set for November 10th, but this conflicted with an Islamic holiday when many Tunisians are traveling. The parliamentary race is expected to be fought closely by the moderate Islamist Ennahda Party, the more secular Taya Tonis Party of Prime Minister Yousuf Chahed, and the Nidan Tonis Party, led by Hafed Kaid Essebsi, the president's son. They rule the North African country together, but their coalition has been hit by infighting that has hampered decision-making and slowed economic reforms demanded by foreign donors. An Afghan official says at least 4 students have been killed in the crossfire of a Taliban assault on a police checkpoint nearby a school in eastern Ghazni province. Arif Nouri, a spokesman for the provincial governor, says 17 others, including 15 students and 2 teachers, were wounded when an explosion likely caused by rocket fire hit the school in Andar district. The spokesman added the students killed are between 10 and 16 years old. He says that provincial officials are investigating who fired the projectile hitting the school during the standoff between security forces and Taliban.
Metro Plus, your radio weather.
Cloudy with a few rain patches. Temperatures will range between 20 and 23 degrees. Moderate fresh easterly winds, occasionally strong offshore tomorrow. Relative humidity stands at 81%. For the outlook, windy and slightly cooler with a few rain patches on Monday. Temperatures will rise gradually midweek next week. And that's the weather from your radio, plus 1044.
Your eyes are bigger than your stomach. You're a big waster.
Hey, you can't finish why you order so much, man. Leftovers, such a waste. Yo, so many dishes. Who's gonna finish them? All this food in the rubbish bin. What a waste.
Don't waste. Don't waste.
Bye. All the food expires, then bye. It's all thrown away. Order only portions you can finish. Buy only what you need. Please be conscious. Stop the waste. Everything is precious. Let's be food wise. Don't be a big waster. Food wise, Hong Kong.
All right, welcome back to today's last session. I hope I was doing well before and I wasn't too boring. But if you guys want to leave any comments or encouragements, and if you're online, please feel free to do so underneath the video. Just make sure when you're driving that you're not on your phones. That's the most important thing. Right now, actually, I'm going to talk about the Me Too movement from a different angle. Now, most of us feel like the Me Too movement have done a lot of good. Men who are guilty of sexual assault has been brought into light. Women are feeling more empowered to bring to light their suffering, their experiences. But at the same time, I've also noticed in news reports that the Me Too movement might have had an unintended effect, which is that CEOs of companies, who unfortunately still tend to be majority male, are actually afraid of giving women opportunities and being one-to-one with women. Ever since the Me Too movement, for example, male CEOs would always have to have another person in the room, but only with women. That to me seems, yes, it might be protecting themselves, but that also might be partly discrimination. And I genuinely fear, that women's interests might be somewhat affected by this. The original concept of Me Too is good. A group of women coming together and feeling empowered, saying, look, enough is enough. We can't just let men do whatever they want to us. We have control. And that's good, because everyone should have control of their own bodies, and if they say no, it's a no. And it's not a discussion. There's no room for further discussion. But at the same time, the Me Too movement has also been used as a political weapon. We know that the U.S. presidential election cycle is starting up again. Ugh. But already we've seen cases of sexual assault come to light. Now, I'm sure the majority of these cases will be genuine, but it does somewhat seem unfair right now, because of the advent of internet and social media, how a person can be guilty even before proven in court. We've seen many examples of people brought down simply by public outrage or public outcry when a woman claims that they've been sexually assaulted by that person. And that's scary, because what that does is it makes a lot of men defensive and uncomfortable. Now, you might say, why should we be uncomfortable if we're not doing the wrong thing? But it's actually more complex than that. The Me Too movement has always been about what consent is, what enough is. It's always about boundaries. And sometimes people's views on these boundaries differ. Some men are like, oh, a friendly slap on the back is fine. Some women are like, whoa, like, that's not okay. And both views are perfectly valid. Both views are perfectly legitimate. But it's important that these boundaries are communicated. And most often than not, they're not communicated. And the problem with that is, it creates all sorts of problems. A person can be accused of sexual assault 20 years later, or 30 years later. A person can now be brought down and removed from power because of a single mistake they made while in high school, probably 30 or so years ago. Do we really want a society like that? Because in a society like that, what's going to happen? Yeah, sure. Women are going to be better protected, and that's good. But it also means that everyone puts on a mask in public. No one is genuine to each other anymore, and people are defensive. That doesn't help in the long term for the career development of certain women, but also it creates all sorts of social tensions. So I feel the direction of Me Too has to be more fact-based instead of emotion-based. For the majority of IB students in Year 12 diploma program, we have to do a course called Theory of Knowledge, where we learn to analyze knowledge claims. When a woman claims to be raped or to be sexually assaulted by men, immediately we are outraged, and rightfully so. No one should ever sexually assault anyone else or make inappropriate advances without prior consent. But at the same time, we must also remember that these claims most often lack evidence. And yes, it's hard to find that evidence. But we must also take into account that we shouldn't pass judgment on anyone before they're proven guilty, even if however many people accuse them of doing something. Especially how in a political environment like we're in now, where social media is promoting these extreme headlines like, this politician raped 20 women in a row or something like that. These outrageous headlines attract people's attention. They attract clicks. And what that means is they bring more money to the advertisers and the news outlets. That's good for the people who publish news. That's good for sensational news outlets. But what that's not good is solving the underlying problem. The better way to approach this is education again. It's important that young boys are taught that some behaviors, which they might consider as a joke, can be quite offensive to others who don't get the joke or who simply don't want to see that sort of behavior. Some of our wording, we need to watch our wording. And it's important that we learn those skills in school, because if we don't, we become adults and these habits become fixed. What that means is, because there's heightened awareness of brought on by the Me Too movement, there's a positive change right now where young boys in school are aware that some of their behaviors can cause offense, some of their behaviors can be inappropriate, and that really benefits not only the women but also us as males, because it makes sure that we are protecting ourselves too. And on the regards of rights and whether something is correct or not, is a recent discussion that's not related to Me Too, but it's a really interesting discussion I've had with an honorary fellow of UCL, University College London, called Mr. Andrew Ng. He's a lawyer. And one of the questions that he posed to me was, should terrorists be afforded human rights? Now, the question is twofold. How do we define terrorists, and how do we define human rights? You're welcome to comment beneath the video, if you're not driving, what your thoughts are on this topic. Should terrorists be afforded human rights? But here's my personal perspective. Human rights are called human rights because they're universal, which means every human, regardless of what they have done or what they will do, should afford to have human rights applied to them. And therefore terrorists, although they have committed horrendous acts, should also be afforded human rights. The second reason why terrorists should be given basic human rights is the definition of terrorist changes. And as an English literature higher level student, I know how sometimes the definition of words can change to mean a whole different thing. We must first understand who brands people as terrorists. It's usually powerful governments, which is why this term can be used for oppression. For example, if I was the leader of a country, I could order an individual to surrender all assets, or else I would label him or her a terrorist. And that individual will have no recourse, no way out but to comply. And in many cases, because of different religious views or political views, the definition of terrorist changes. That's why basic human rights must remain. Now, there is, when I shared that opinion, I did receive a counter-argument. And that counter-argument was, but if you don't take an iron fist, strong approach towards a terrorist, aren't you just a paper tiger? Isn't there just going to be more terrorism in the world because you don't take action? The simple answer is no. And not only no, it's the reverse. Terrorist groups like, for example, ISIS or Al-Qaeda are only that effective because they have a network of recruiters that recruit young, vulnerable people. And part of the promotional propaganda that they use to recruit youngsters with is the fact that their fellow citizens have been mistreated. And unfortunately, sometimes that is a fact. More powerful Western countries have indeed invaded these countries in the Middle East. And by taking an iron fist approach towards terrorists, for example, waterboarding terrorists, electrocuting them until they confess, once the fact goes public, it's just going to be used as propaganda. Oh, quote, and I do quote, oh, look how they're treating our citizens. This is why you should join our cause. So instead of taking an iron fist approach towards terrorists, instead of mistreating terrorists, we should give them human rights, because that takes away the feeling that takes away the animosity and also the whole element of ethicality. Human rights simply mean a couple of things. The basics, right? A person needs water to survive, a person needs food, a person shouldn't be electrocuted 10 times in a row, and probably shouldn't be waterboarded, right? But the whole concept behind the question which others pose, should terrorists be afforded human rights, is what is a terrorist? And once we have the definition, should they be given those rights? And in fact, as I've been arguing, yes, they should. Because in many countries right now, for example, Venezuela, opposing the government could mean that you're a terrorist. In countries like North Korea, if you raise opposition against the government, not only are you labeled a terrorist, you're also a traitor, and that means you can be shot with anti-aircraft missiles. In these countries, obviously we need to safeguard the human rights element for terrorists, because it's up to governments, it's up to people in power to brand who terrorists are. In most cases, yes, we correctly brand who they are as people who cause us harm. But in some cases, it's a tool used for oppression. And that is why we need to make sure that human rights for all are protected, including terrorists. That's my view. But that also leads to another topic, which is privacy. Governments have used citizen safety as an excuse to set up advanced monitoring and tracking systems. For example, we see a CCTV almost 5 meters. One simply could not step out on the streets without seeing a closed-circuit television camera. And that really is a problem, because again with the terrorist issue, governments are the ones in power who can label certain people as terrorists. And what that means is people who are human rights activists could sometimes be labeled as person of concern and tracked using these technologies. A better example right now is some of our schools. Our school has recently implemented a new child protection policy designed to safeguard us as students. That is extremely commendable, and it means that I worry less about being at school with teachers and coaches because I know that I'm protected. But at the same time, it also means tracking students and teachers. The school knows where we are at all times. There is a wide network of hundreds of CCTV cameras all around campus. The school knows where we are even before we set foot on campus. And also, every time when you open a door at our school, we have to swipe a card. And that card shows who opened that door. Now, it's important that we strike a balance between safeguarding children, for example, and privacy. Because nowadays, privacy seems to become more a luxury that only rich and powerful enjoy. They have private planes and private cars. But should we sacrifice privacy for security? And to what degree should that sacrifice be made? Would we want our every action to be recorded and later analyzed? For example, in China, I recently watched a BBC documentary about surveillance in China. And it was a really interesting study. A BBC reporter, a foreigner, volunteered to have his picture taken and be labeled as a terrorist. He, in collaboration with the Chinese government, he submitted a photo of himself, and the government uploaded it to the system as an experiment. Within 10 minutes, he was caught and apprehended by police because of sophisticated image analysis systems that they have running. And that is, in a sense, it's certainly a good thing because it means that society is safer. But these tools, these technologies can also be a double-edged sword. Because people, again, who are human rights activists are frequently targeted, for example, like Uyghurs and Muslims in China. The balance really is whatever you do in public, you should expect is recorded. But more often than not, what we do in private is also inadvertently recorded. For example, while searching online for why CCTV might not be the best in crime prevention, I found out that crime rates does not correlate with the number of CCTVs in a particular region. Because real criminals know where the CCTVs are. They're not dumb, they're smart. And they know how to avoid it. But it gives people a false sense of security. For example, now I frequently find that in school, I feel so safe that I'm complacent. I can leave my stuff around, I can leave my wallet on the table and walk out the room. But it gives a false sense of security. And when something really happens, things still happen. Bad things still happen, even with CCTV. Who ends up being hurt the most? Us. Because what it means is our every move is recorded and can be later taken out of context. And that's really concerning because we've chosen to sacrifice privacy, a fundamental human right, again, for the sake of security, even though it might not always be worthwhile making that sacrifice. And to think about it from a different perspective, there is a Chinese ride-hailing app called Didi Dache. After a series of unfortunate incidents concerning Didi drivers raping, killing, or otherwise abusing passengers, Didi required that all Didi ride-hailed cars must be fitted with CCTV cameras and voice recording software. That means that anything the drivers and passengers say are recorded for incident investigation. Is that good? It depends. Obviously, it does make us feel safer. But is it enough to prevent something going wrong? If a driver were to abuse a passenger, the abuse would still happen. It's just that afterwards there is a way of recourse. But the problem is, again, privacy. The second I step out the door, cameras are tracking where I go. And by analyzing my details from my Octopus card, which is registered to my name, the government or anyone with access to data can figure out my daily habits and where I go. For me, it's not that much of a problem, because, I mean, I don't do anything wrong. You are free to know that every day after school, I love to buy fried chicken at the same McDonald's store. But for some people who are in more sensitive roles, like journalists in China, or human rights activists, or Uyghurs, this tracking has actually harmed them. The reason there is a concern that these AI, artificial intelligence tracking software, can actually lead to people putting on a fake version of themselves not being authentic, but also people being so worried that they're simply afraid of going out and meeting in public. And that doesn't help the government at all, because the government is trying to use surveillance and CCTVs to make us safer. But because there's so much advanced technology, this AI, that AI, people now are actually taking their meetings underground. They're hiding their activities really well. It becomes a game of cat and mouse. And we as citizens end up losing out instead, because the government has no way of protecting us if all the illegal activity is now so well hidden, because criminals are so afraid of being caught by these advanced AI software. Anyways, our time today is we're pretty much at the end of our program. Thank you for watching. This is the first time I've actually done a program alone. I hope you enjoyed it. If not, let me know. No hate. If you do, give a comment. Encourage me. Coming up is a song which I hope you will enjoy. Thank you.
If you close your eyes, does it almost feel like nothing changed at all? And if you close your eyes, does it almost feel like you've been here before? How am I gonna be an optimist about this? How am I gonna be an optimist about this? We were caught up and lost in all of our vices. In your poses, the dust settled around us, and the walls kept tumbling down in the city that we love. Great clouds roll over the hills, bringing darkness from above. But if you close your eyes, does it almost feel like nothing changed at all? And if you close your eyes, does it almost feel like you've been here before? How am I gonna be an optimist about this? How am I gonna be an optimist about this? Where do we begin? The rubble or our sins? Where do we begin? The rubble or our sins? And the walls kept tumbling down in the city that we love. Great clouds roll over the hills, bringing darkness from above. But if you close your eyes, does it almost feel like
ang kanilang panauhin at di nangangahulugang opinyon ng estasyong ito, Metro Plus AM 1044.
Sa lahat na naghahanap ng Pinoy na serbisyo pagdating sa airline ticketing, wala po kayong dapat isipin kundi ang Sally Filipino Travel Services. Sila po'y matatagpuan sa Shop 308, 3rd floor ng Worldwide Plaza, 19 Deva Road Central. Meron din po silang Airport Express ticket at Ocean Park ticket sa murang halaga. May discount ka. Kaya tawag na sa telephone number 2522-5263 at 2524-2319 hanggang Pilipinas. Pag nagka-problema ka, hindi ka nila pababayaan. Yan ang serbisyo ng Sally Filipino Travel Services.
Tunog Pinoy.
Hawak kamay, di kita iiwan sa paglakbay.
Tunog Pinoy.
Wala na bang pag-ibig sa puso mo at di mo na kailangan?
Tunog Pinoy.
Dahil ikaw ang sigaw ng puso ko, ikaw ang nasa isip ko, ang nais ko ay malaman.
Tunog Pinoy, alas 8:30, Huwebes at Biyernes at Sabado mula alas 9 hanggang alas 11 ng gabi dito sa Plus AM 1044.
Ibig ko sa'yo ibibigay. Yeah. Baby, wag ka nang mag-alinlangan pa. Alam mo naman talaga na kailangan ka. Ang katulad mo ay matagal kong hinahanap at gusto ko makita, yeah. Gusto ko makita, isang dalagang Pilipina, yeah. Dalagang Pilipina, yeah. Isang dalagang Pilipina. Dalagang Pilipina, yeah. Isang dalagang Pilipina.
Wow, baby, nais kong nakita yung dalagitang Pilipina. Nakilala ko noon sa social media. Nakakaakit siya, kaya sa kanya na lang nagpadala. Para sa agos ng dagat pag nakahiga, huwag ka mag-aalala. Baby, mamimiss kita, malayo ka man sa aking tabi. Nagpaalam ng bibig sa bibig, bala kong hihintayin ang muli mong pagbabalik. Dalawang buwan ng pagkalayo natin, baby, mag-ingat ka dyan sa atin. Sa aking balik, yakap at taligay babawihan
Baby,
natin.
huwag ka nang mag-alinlangan pa. Alam mo naman talaga na kailangan ka. Ang katulad mo ay matagal kong hinahanap at gusto ko makita, yeah. Gusto ko makita, isang dalagang Pilipina, yeah. Dalagang Pilipina, yeah. Isang dalagang Pilipina. Dalagang Pilipina, yeah. Isang dalagang Pilipina. San ka nga ba madalas nagpupunta nang ika'y mahanap? Malay mo ay makita kita, sakali man ay makausap man lang kita kahit isang saglit. Pabigyan mo sana kung mapalapit sa iyong loob, ako'y makadikit o makagaanan mo sa pangungulit. Siguro naman ngayon legal ka na, wala na sa atin ang babawal. Pwede na tayong umalis dalawa nang di nagtatago kung nasan. Dahil kung saan ako napunta, wala akong makita na kagaya ng iyong gamit na kagandahan. Alam ko na sa'yo lamang ako diligaya. Baby, huwag ka nang mag-alinlangan pa. Alam mo naman talaga na kailangan ka. Ang katulad mo ay matagal kong hinahanap at gusto ko makita, yeah. Gusto ko makita, isang dalagang Pilipina, yeah. Dalagang Pilipina, yeah. Isang dalagang Pilipina. Dalagang Pilipina, yeah. Isang dalagang Pilipina.
Matagal kong hinanap ang isang dalagang sa akin magpapasaya. Hindi papayagang mawalay pa sa akin kapag ika'y aking natagpuan na, yeah. Walang hinangad kundi makatabi, susulitin lahat ng damag paggabi. Ikaw ang rason sa aking pananabik, sana ay pagbigyan mo na makahalik. Kapag dumating ka ay laking tuwa, ikaw ang sagot sa mga bakit. Huwag na tayo magpauling dalawa, alam mo naman na sa tabi mo'y langit. Dahil katang isip lang kaya nawawala, sana ay bukas paggising ay kasama na kita, yeah.
Baby, huwag ka nang mag-alinlangan pa. Alam mo naman talaga na kailangan ka. Ang
katulad mo ay matagal kong hinahanap at gusto kong makita, yeah. Gusto kong makita, isang dalagang Pilipina, yeah. Dalagang Pilipina, yeah. Isang dalagang Pilipina. Dalagang Pilipina, yeah. Isang dalagang Pilipina.
Ay, nakita kong isang babae, di ko malimutan ang kanya imahe. Ano ba ang iyong pangalan noong nakita kita? Ako'y di mapakali, gustong mawagan ng iyong mga kamay. Hanggang ngayon hindi mapalagay, sana ikaw ay makasabay. At nang malaman ko ang pangalan mo, at nang ikaw ay makilala ko,
baby, huwag ka nang mag-alinlangan pa. Alam mo naman talaga na kailangan ka. Ang katulad mo ay matagal kong hinahanap at gusto kong makita, yeah. Gusto kong makita, isang dalagang Pilipina, yeah. Dalagang Pilipina, yeah. Isang dalagang Pilipina. Dalagang Pilipina, yeah. Isang dalagang Pilipina, yeah. Dalagang Pilipina, yeah. Isang dalagang Pilipina. Dalagang Pilipina, yeah. Isang dalagang Pilipina.
Yes, Dalagang Pilipina by Almost on your radio, plus 1044. It's a very sick DJ Jin on your radio on a Saturday night, but no worries, I'm not contagious. I'm doing fine. Join me for all the way till 9 o'clock for your requests, your greetings, your shout outs. So if you guys want to hear any song that we have, hopefully I'll be able to find, tell them, I'll try to play it for you, right? We're also live on Facebook, facebook.com/Pinoy Tayo Saman, and on YouTube, Metro Plus 1044. And grabe, my nose is just being bad. Don't worry, I have already drank my meds. It's yung kinakanaw na powder, the B-Tams hot lemon. So that makes me feel better. Hopefully I'll feel better. The sweater is just terrible. So I hope you guys do not get sick. It's a bad time to be sick, to be honest. So stay cool. Kasi I can't say stay warm dahil ang pangit ng warm weather ngayon. It's very humid. So just stay dry, stay cool, relax. Okay, it's a Saturday with DJ Jen and Tita Carrie Mamia all the way till 11 o'clock. Of course, OPM songs, your favorites, we'll play them, right? Hi sa ating mga nanonood sa YouTube. We got Rika, Ate Grace, Sir Jack, Cesareno, musta kayong lahat dyan sa studio? We're doing fine. Tita Carrie's not here yet, but that's okay. Also, hi kaya sino to? Shower daw muna siya bago tuloy makinig sa radio. Sure, Tita Grace. I will catch you later. Hi to Christy Bravo, kay Victor Domingo Diazes. Please, pwede ba request song yung Pauwi na Ako by X Battalion, dedicated to Ruel Liza Oghayon Labanan. Thanks. And also Need You by X Battalion, dedicate naman kay Ellen Azaraga Cruz. That's two girls. Ikaw ah. I'm just kidding. Hi kay Inez Gandeza. Good evening. Per request for her friend, the Saturday group ulit, Lintik na Pag-ibig. Did we play that song or have I played that song already? I think I might have. I'll try to look for it again. Hi kay Liza Aba, kay Bing Garcinia. Good evening. Per request, Lason Mong Halik by Katrina Velarde. Hi kay Tita Leds, kay Zenny, kay July from Tune Moon, Buwan pa play. Sure, we can play that for you. But parang ang daming hugot ngayon on a Saturday. I hope you guys are fine on a Saturday. Is it the weather that's making you feel like this? I don't know. I'm just asking. Hi kay Malu Pinka. Happy weekend. Thank you to you too. I hope you guys are having a good weekend. Sa mga nag-day off, what did you do? Personally, the weather is just gloomy, so I just stayed in here and slept. Yes, I sleep. So, And of course, our program Campus Radio. Before that, we have Manel. Thank you so much. I will try to get well soon. Balik ka na, dali. Pasyal ka na ulit dito. I think she left us December, right? Was it December? So December, January, February, March. Uy, almost 4 months. Grabe, ang bilis, ang bilis. Hopefully, we'll get to see you real soon again once you come visit, okay? It's 8:42 on the clock. We got your songs to play, your favorites, your requests. If nahiya kayo, you can send us a WhatsApp or Viber and send us a voice message for your dedications. It's 852-6641-8811. That's 664188811 on WhatsApp and YouTube or on Messenger. Send us a voice message. Uy, ang dami namang emoji yon. Excuse me. Bakit lahat ng emoji ginamit nyo? Anyway, Pauwi Na Ko. That's one of the songs requested, right? Da, 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 da. Yeah, Pauwi Na Ko. We got you. OC Dogs featuring Yuri Dope, Flo G, and your radio plus 1044.
Flipped on the beat, panty droppers,
Hey, miss na kita, baby, hindi ko na kaya. Sobrang saya ko na, muli tayong magsasama. Pangako na, di ka na maghihintay. Hindi ka na malulungkot, malapit ako, baby, pauwi na ako. Ako'y pauwi na, baby, pauwi na ako. Miss na kita, baby, pauwi na ako. Ako'y uuwi na. Hey, hindi ka na malulungkot, malapit na ako, baby, pauwi na ako. Sa mga mata mo na nalulungkot ka, kaya gumawa na ako ng paraan upang mabawi ang kalungkutan. Kaysa naman, lagi ka nagkakaganyan. Ayoko naman na ikaw ay masaktan. Ramdam ko ang pakiramdam na nahihirapan. Kaya naman, ayoko lang iparamdam sa iyo. Malapit na ako, konting oras na lang ay magsasama na tayo. Malapit na ako, dyan sa tabi mo. Konting tiis na lang, mahal mo, mawala na ang iyong lungkot. Sobrang saya na makakasama ka nang muli sa tagal nating hindi nagkita. Hindi na ako aalis sa tabi mo. Pangako, di ka na mag-iisa pa. Hey, miss na kita, baby, hindi ko na kaya. Sobrang saya ko na, muli tayong magsasama. Pangako na, di ka na maghihintay. Hindi ka na malulungkot, malapit na ako, baby, pauwi na ako. Ako'y pauwi na, baby, pauwi na ako. Miss na kita, baby, pauwi na ako. Ako'y uuwi na. Hey, hindi ka na malulungkot, malapit na ako, baby, pauwi na ako.
Pauwi na ako, pwede ba wag ka na sa'kin magtampo? Daladala ko na ang kailangan mo. Miss na kita, ano ba kasalanan ko? Gusto na kita makita, wag ka na sa'kin magalit. Kasi baka lalo kang pumangit. Pero kahit na magalit sa'yo pa rin ako uuwi. Hindi nila ako maaakit. Bakit pa palagi kang masungit sa'kin? Baka pwede bang ayusin natin? Baka pagkatalo natin minsan ay hindi nakakasawang unawain. Mahal kita, alam mo yan. Di na ako maghahanapan ng iba. Basta ito ang laging tandaan. Ang pag-ibig ko ay para sa iyo lang. Pero bago ang lahat ako ay pauwi na. Sandali lang, huwag mo na ako magalitan. Dabi ko na minsan yung mga kulitan natin dalawa na minsan tayo ay nagkapigunan. Mahirap pala ang malayo sa tulad mo. Isa yun sa natutunan ko. Kaya mga pagkukulang ko ay tutunan ko. Ako na ulit ang unan mo.
Miss na kita, baby, hindi ko na kaya. Sobrang saya ko na, muli tayong magsasama. Pangako na, di ka na maghihintay. Hindi ka na malulungkot, malapit na ako, baby, pauwi na ako. Ako'y pauwi na, baby, pauwi na ako. Miss na kita, baby, pauwi na ako. Ako'y uuwi na. Hey, hindi ka na malulungkot, malapit na ako, baby, pauwi na ako.
Papunta na ako, pasensya ka na kung napag-intay kita. Teka lang, sorry, papunta na ako. Naiinip ka na ba? Teka lang, malapit na ako. May gusto ka bang ipasabay para mabili ko na dito? Para wala na sa ating umabala. Sa oras natin bumambala. Tayo lang dalawa, walang iba. Maglalakbay hanggang sa tala. Asa sasakyan ng ikama. Pati ikaw, kasi kapag ikaw ang kapiling, alam ko na di ako maliligaw. Nasasabik na kung ikaw ay yakapin, angkinin lahat ng akin. Walang segundo sasayangan, yung tipo mayat maya mo nga hanapin. Ang aking lambing, nasa iba di mo pwedeng ihambing. Di ka na muling giginawin, asahan mo yan sa akin pagdating.
Miss na kita, baby, hindi ko na kaya. Sobrang saya ko na, muli tayong magsasama. Pangako na, di ka na maghihintay. Hindi ka na malulungkot, malapit ako, baby, pauwi na ako. Ako'y pauwi na, baby, pauwi na ako. Miss na kita, baby, pauwi na ako. Ako'y uuwi na. Hey, hindi ka na malulungkot, malapit na ako, baby, pauwi na. Medyo matagal na rin tayong hindi nagkita, kaya ngayon alam mo ba na miss na kita. At di ka na dapat pang malungkot, please ngumiti ka. Sa'yo ako ay nananabig na, baby, ako'y pauwi na. Di mo na kailangan pa uli na mahigip, madadama mo na ulit ang mga halik. Mga yakapan na mahigpit, na may kadikit, na pag-ibig na wala na makakahigit. Talagang di ko maipaliwanag na pakasarap sa pakiramdam. Kasi di mo lang alam kung gano'ng katagalan nagabang para muli ka mahagang. Kaya naman hindi na kita bibitawan kapag nahawak ka na uli kita. Alam mo ba na miss kita, kung natiis ka peace na at least di ka inalis sa isipan napakatamis, diba? Huwag ka mag-alala, ako malapit na, huwag ka na magalit pa. Parating ako, hayaan mo ko makabawi pa, kaya sana ay kumapit ka. Miss na kita, baby, hindi ko na kaya. Sobrang saya ko na, muli tayong magsasama. Pangako na, di ka na maghihintay. Hindi ka na malulungkot, malapit ako, baby, pauwi na ako. Ako'y pauwi na, baby, pauwi na ako. Miss na kita, baby, pauwi na ako. Ako'y uuwi na. Hey, hindi ka na malulungkot, malapit na ako, baby, pauwi na ako. Pauwi na ako. Di ka na malulungkot, yeah. Hindi ka na malulungkot, malapit na ako, baby, pauwi na ako.
Para sa inyong kuro-kuro, opinyon o katanungan, tawag na sa 1-834-100. 1-834-100. Pwede ring i-text, WhatsApp at Viber sa 6641-8811. 6641-8811. Pwede ring email ptshk1044@gmail.com. ptshk1044@gmail.com. At sali na sa aming FB page, Pinoy Tayo Sanman.
Yes, it's 8:49 on the clock on your radio plus 10:44. Tulog Pinoy with DJ Jen on a Saturday night. Your requested songs. That was a long song. That's almost 6 minutes. But hey, that was pretty good flow. Anyway, if you got any requests or any song that you'd like to listen to, send us a comment on our Facebook, facebook.com/Pinoy Tayo Sanman, or on YouTube, Metro Plus 1044. Or send us a voice message on our WhatsApp and Viber. That's 6641-8811, 6641-8811. Or you can call us in their studio hotline, 1-834-100. Got a lot of songs for you tonight. Of course, oldies but goodies, OPM hits. With Tita Carey, of course, 9 all the way till 11. And this and that too. There's a lot of things going on tonight. But I do hope that you are feeling well tonight and not as sick as I am. It's hard to be sick. I mentioned earlier, it's hard to be sick right now because of, I remember Harry, the guy from Campus Radio kanina earlier, was like, do you have like a dry throat? I was like, no, don't worry, it's not measles for sure, because no one has left for the Philippines lately, and I don't think I've been in contact with anyone who went to the Philippines because, one, I'm either at home, or two, just here in the studio underground. But anyway, hey, send us your requests, your greetings. I'd like to chat. We'd like to chat. We'd like to know, well, I'd like to know how you're doing tonight and probably how you'll be doing tomorrow. I can hear the phone ringing. 1-834-100. We got a caller. Hi, good evening.
Hey.
Hey, Jeremy. Good evening.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm better than good.
That's good. What's your request tonight?
What's your request, Ikaw?
Ikaw by Yang Constantino?
Yes, Jane, please.
All right, we will play that for you.
Good night.
Okay? Thank you. Good night.
Good night, Jane.
Ayan, Ikaw by Yang Constantino. We'll play that for you, so stay tuned, Jeremy. Thanks for calling. And I like that he's always very upbeat, like Jeremy, and he's always better than good. I like that. I really wish and hope that I would be as positive as Jeremy in every way and every day. Because actually, I'm not as positive as I look. But I'd like to be like that, who's just always so happy and jolly. And I know there are problems that surround us, but it'd be nice to actually, you know, see the positive instead of always waiting for the bad things, right? Hi kay Luz Santa Maria Palisok. Kay Tita Vilma, get well soon, watching from Llama Island. Kay Elvira Season, hello, get well soon, DJ Jen. Thank you so much. I'll try my best to feel better and to get well soon. It's not as easy, I guess, but I think I just need to sleep. Or maybe it's the air conditioning. I need to turn down the temperature or turn it up a bit. Para medyo warm, it's not too cold. But then hindi rin. I think it's more of the humidity, really. And the weather is just terrible lately. So I just do hope it gets dry soon. Not too dry, but dry enough for us to feel better and not feel very sticky icky. Diba? Ayoko yung weather na ganun. But anyway, I hope you guys understood what I was trying to say. But anyway, here's one of your requested songs. This is Buwan by Juan Carlos Labajo. Your radio plus 1044. If you have any songs you'd like to listen to, hit us up. Here it is, Buwan on your radio.
Ako'y sa'yo, ikaw ay akin. Ganda mo sa paningin. Ako ngayon'y nag-iisa. Sana ay tabihan na. Sa ilalim ng puting ilaw, sa dilaw na buwan, pakinggan mo ang aking sigaw. Sa dilaw na buwan, ayokong mabuhay na malungkot. Ikaw ang nagpapasaya at makakasama hanggang sa pagtanda. Halina tayo'y humiga. Sa ilalim ng puting ilaw, sa dilaw na buwan, pakinggan mo ang
was a wrong one. But anyway, I'll play that later. We got a minute left before the top of the hour news, so don't go away. We got a lot of more songs for you. And of course, your greetings. So your greetings just before we hit the top of the hour. We got Nina Grace Villa saying, good evening, DJ Jin. Binabati ko sister ko na nasa Thailand na si Ana Luella. Huwag mo kaming alalahanin dito. Okay naman kami nila mama dito. Ingatan mo ang sarili mo dyan. Hi also kay Luz Paliso. Good well, DJ Jin. Drink more water. I will. Thank you so much. We got Tita Ami. Good evening. Watching all the way from Iloilo. Yes, nag-for-good na siya. Hope you're doing well right there in Iloilo. Also, we got Tita Belinda Beati. Good evening. Hello. Saturday dito ng umaga, kaya nakakapanood ako ng live. Walang work. Happy week. And Hong Kong, and hope you will be better soon, DJ Jen. Thank you so much. And hi kay Glory Paula. Ano ba yan? Naka-live. Wala naman napapanood. Anyway, we'll be back.
Metro Plus, a service of Metro Broadcast. Now the news with Jeanette Gaius.
With Brexit looming and nationalism rising, French President Emmanuel Macron's pro-EU party is launching its campaign for the European Parliament elections. The centrist Republic on the Move party and allies are holding a rally in the Paris suburb of Aubervilliers. The grouping calls itself Renaissance. Polls suggest Renaissance will be among France's top two vote-getters in the May elections, alongside Marine Le Pen's anti-immigration far-right national rally. Saturday's Renaissance rally will be led by Nathalie Loiseau, who quit this week as France's European Affairs Minister to lead the campaign. A rescue in the Mediterranean Sea that took an ominous turn has raised concerns that some merchant ship captains might become reluctant to save migrants in danger of drowning during the perilous crossing from North Africa to Europe, fearing they could lose control of their ship. A cargo ship heading from Turkey to Libya was asked to divert its course to rescue nearly 100 migrants in distress, which it did before continuing on its course. But when the migrants realized they were headed back to lawless Libya, which they had just left, some revolted, commandeering the ship and forcing it to head to Europe. The temporary hijacking this week of the El Hiblu 1 was described by Italy's hardline interior minister as an act of piracy. Aid groups called it an act of self-defense against Europe's inhumane immigration policies, which aim to ship back desperate migrants to Libya, where they often face beatings, rape, and torture in detention camps. Thailand's Electoral Commission said that computer software was partly to blame for inconsistent and delayed vote totals from last Sunday's general election. During early reporting of the election results, its tabulation software had trouble handling data entered simultaneously from several points and sometimes displayed incorrect numbers, the commission said in a statement, as it faced criticism over lack of transparency. Several political activists said they are starting a petition to impeach the election commissioners. On Thursday, the commission issued a 208-page compilation of votes in every constituency in response to criticism, but some tallies still failed to add up correctly. Pakistani police says a bus has hit a rickshaw, killing 6 schoolgirls and driver in the eastern Bakar district. Senior officer Shahista Nadim says one girl was also critically injured in the accident. The official says the girls were returning home from their first-year high school exams when the bus sped into their rickshaw. She added that angry protesters partly burned the bus before police could arrive. Fatal road accidents are common in Pakistan because of lax safety standards and disregard for traffic laws. Tunisia has delayed the first round of its presidential elections by 1 week to November 17, a spokesman for the Elections Commission said. The initial date has been set for November 10th, but this conflicted with an Islamic holiday when many Tunisians are traveling. The parliamentary race is expected to be fought closely by the moderate Islamist Ennahda party, the more secular Taya Tonist party of Prime Minister Yousuf Chahed, and the Nidan Tonist party led by Hafed Kaid Essebsi, the president's son. They rule the North African country together, but their coalition has been hit by infighting that has hampered decision-making and slowed economic reforms demanded by foreign donors.
Metro Plus, your radio weather.
Cloudy with a few rain patches. Temperatures will range between 20 and 23 degrees. Moderate to fresh easterly winds, occasionally strong offshore tomorrow. Relative humidity stands at 81%. For the outlook, windy and slightly cooler with a few rain patches on Monday. Temperatures will rise gradually midweek next week. And that's the weather from your radio, plus 1044.
Construction work, renovations, and building maintenance can all be risky jobs, especially when working at height. So if you're working at height, please be extra careful and wear a safety belt at all times. Failing to take the proper safety precautions can result in serious injury or death. Don't risk your life at work. Never cut corners. When working at height, safety comes first.
When you choose a telecom service, you should make sure it suits your needs. If you don't understand the charges and service terms, check with your service operator. Don't sign the contract just because of discounts or gifts. There are many service choices, so take the time to shop around. No matter what, please make sure you are clear about all contract details before signing contracts. Understand different telecom service offers. Think before you sign service contracts. This message is brought to you by the Communications Authority.
Ang opinyon ng programang ito ay mula sa host at ang kanilang panauhin at di nanganguhulog ang opinyon ng estasyong ito, Metro Plus AM 1044.
France, Germany, or Italy, saan
pagtitinginan natin. Sana ay pinamagwakas itong awit ng pag-ibig. Awit natin ay wag na wag mong kalimutan. Pangako ko naman na lagi ka pakikinggan.
Magandang gabi po sa inyong lahat. Pagbati po sa lahat ng ating mga tagapakinig all over the world. Ano man ang inyong ginagawa, kayo man po'y nagpapakain ng mga dapat pakainin na ayaw nyong gutumin. Naghuhugas ng mga kasangkapan na ayaw nyong bumaho kinabukasan. Sa mga naglalaban na mamalansya, nag-aalaga ng bata't matanda, nagpapastol ng kanilang mga asot. Siyempre, ang mga nasa boarding house na nakailata, nakadapa, nakatalikod, nakatayo, nakaupo, nagtotongis, nagpuputsoy, nagmamadyong, nagchichismisan dyan, at nagpe-Facebook. At siyempre sa ating mga Pinoy at Pinay drivers, kasama na ang mga screwdrivers. Sa ating mga kapatid sa loob ng piitan, wherever you are.
Di ko say na magwala ka, ang say ko lang ay magbongga ka.
At sa ating mga kapamilya, kapatid, kapuso, kaibigan, mga kabatchmate natin dyan.
Di ko trip ang
lalo na sa ating mga Facebook addicts. Ay! It's Sabado night, Tunog Pinoy! With DJ Jean. Mwah, 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 mwah.
Kasi na lang kumadre, baw ka lang ng baw. Pasing-sing ka lang, para ikaw sumaya.
At syempre, kalimutan ang mga problema. May stress ka lang dyan. Ang importante, ikaw ay masaya, magpakasaya, at sumaya.
Di ko say na magwala ka.
Yes, pwede kang magwala. Okay lang. Pero diyan ka lang ha, sa kwarto mo.
Right ka lang sa problema. Panahon na para magsaya.
Ayan, all of your favorite music. All this but goodies, of course. OPM, ha? Oh, promise me.
Wako tayo pang mag-try. Time ko ay todo bigay.
Request lang po kayo ng inyong mga paboritong awitin. Mapabago man yan, mapaluma man yan.
Join na lang kayo. Let's all have a good time.
Alright!
Kaya,
join na lang kayo.
let's all have a good time.
Let's all have a good time. It's Sabado night. Ay, 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 ay. Woo! Sorrowful mystery ho at ako'y na late. Ay, at syempre pa, nako, ano ngayon? Last Saturday natin. Last Saturday of the month. At matatapos na tayo, mamamaalam na tayo sa buwan ng Marso. Oh, di bits? Ano na natin to? Last Saturday. No? For first quarter. Grabe, no? First quarter na. Grabe. Sobrang bilis. And tomorrow po, ingat kayo ha, sa mga mag-holiday, magre-remit, ang perang pinaghirapan, itago nyo sa kasulok-sulukan ng inyong pantalon. Huwag sa bag. Makamadukutan pa kayo. Nako, ang dami ho ngayon, mga tamad. No, gusto yung pinaghirapan ng iba ang kinukuha at pinapadala sa kanilang mga pamilya sa Pilipinas. Dumadami ho sila kaya kaiingat kayo. No? Dumadami ho sila. Naku, linggo-linggo na lang, merong nadudukutan dyan sa worldwide. Diyan sa Central. Hindi lang sa Central, basta kung saan matao. No? Nandiyan ho sila. Dahil alam nila, magsisiksik, ayan, sisiksikin ka niyan. Minsan sa elevator, lalo na pagka galing kayo ng mga financing. Ay, nako, ingat ha. May mga ano yan, may mga grupo-grupo yan, 2-3. Kumbaga, yung isa bubungguin ka sa kaliwa, mapapaano ka sa kaliwa. Kung yung bag mo nasa kanan, ayun. Mabilis ang mga kamay niyan at magpapasapasahan. Kaya hindi mo alam kung sino ang kumuha ng pera mo. Ay, ay, ay. Grabe. And of course, DJ Jean.
Yeah.
Mwah, mwah.
Hi.
Pagkagit ng dami ilaw, mainit.
Okay lang yun.
Okay.
Hindi magkasakit. Oo. Parang studio talaga.
Oo, parang doon po sa mga nanonood sa amin. Hi. Hi. Ay, start na unang botohan natin, April 13, ha? April 13 to May 13, 1 month advance po tayo. And of course, kagaya ng paalala po natin, pumili naman tayo ng karapat-dapat sa ating bansang Pilipinas. Wag naman ho yung porke matunog ang pangalan, artistahin, no? Alam nyo namang walang magagawa. Nako, wag nyo nang iboto, please. Maawa kayo. Tas magrereklamo tayo. Ay, nako, please lang. Okay, sa mga ano po ninyo, mga mayors po ninyo. Mga congressman ninyo dyan, gobernador. Kung si mayor, wala namang nagawa. No? At kung may nagawa man, hindi natin utang na loob kay mayor yun. Pera ng taong bayan ho yung ginagamit niya. No, nagnanakaw pa si mayor. Hindi mo nakita. Baka nung kumandidato yan, nung paumpisa pa lang. Ang bahay niyan, ano lang, hindi kalakihan. Ngayon, ang dami ng bahay ni mayor. Wag yun ang iboto. Wala kayong utang na loob doon, wala kayong dapat natanawing utang na loob. Dahil katungkulan ho nila, kung ano man ang kanilang ipinangako, gumawa ng eskwelahan, gumawa ng ospital, gumawa ng tulay ng kalsada, katungkulan ho nila yon. Please. Nakaka-imbyerna ho kasi yung magaling si ganito, magaling na utang na loob natin kay ganito, utang na loob.
Umayos tayo.
Utang na loob. Ang tagal na nila dyan. Pamilya na. Palitan na, please. Hindi nyo alam. Dynastiya na nga nangyayari. Sila na lang ba magaling? Okay. Mga magbati muna natin dyan.
Yes, we have
Hindi kala ko Thursday, Friday ngayon. Saturday pala, entertainment tayo.
Huwag kayo stress na carry. Bawal.
Hindi tayo dapat may stress.
Yes.
Walang stress.
Binabati natin si Juliet Lagayan watching from the airport.
Ay! Airport? Saan siyang airport?
Hong Kong.
Hong Kong.
Pa-shout out naman daw from Macau si Miles Guzman. Hello. Hello din kay Bea Kabatik, kay Mary Ann Vergara. Sabi niya isusuksok sa bra. Ay, oo.
Ay, ito. Yung pera. Suksok nyo. Ganyan ang nanay. Ang nanay nga, tsaka ang lola. Hindi lang sa bra minsan doon sa, kung saan malapit yung kanyang ari-arian. Nandoon din yung kanyang ari-arian. Kaya nga di ba? Kinakailangan yung ari-arian mo, di ba? Your asset, dapat nandoon ka sa malapit din sa ari. Kasi wala kukuha nun
ikaw lang may asset.
Ikaw lang.
Truly, dapat.
Kailangan ganun.
Hi din kay Evangeline Rosos. Magandang gabi, araw sa buong mundo. Hi kay Mylene Tiam. More night sa inyong lahat all the way from Canada.
Hi, Canada!
Si Rhoda Reyes din sa Canada, si Calgary. Get well soon, DJ Jin. Good morning po, listening and watching.
Oo nga. Kailang araw ka na, ha?
Pangalawa.
Ganyan. Masama pa rin pakiramdam mo?
Feeling ko lumalabas na siya
good.
Kaya nagmask na ako.
Kung lumalabas, okay siya.
Oo, pag hindi lumalabas.
Ay, syempre, nakatago lang yan dyan.
Mahirap yun.
Kailangan palabasin yan. Kailangan pinagpapawisan ka.
Sa ayawan na.
Hindi kasi dapat lang Dapat magpantay yung pawis mo.
Kaya nga okay itong marami tayong ilaw.
Kasi pag hindi ka pinagpapawisan yung lamig dito sa studio, tapos
manonood
lamig sa labas pa, yung lamig sa likod mo, di nawawala. Kaya kailangan magbanyos ka sa umaga. Yung magano ka ng mga mainit na para pagpawisan ka. O kaya mag-steam ka.
Yung steam.
Kasi kailangan lumabas lahat ng pawis mo mula ulo hanggang paa.
Yes.
Take it from me. At ang nanay yan ang ginagawa. Yun yung mga tinasabi nilang old school.
Yes, pero effective pa rin.
Ay, effective na effective. Alam mo ba yung aking mga junakis, kapag kaganyan na alam ko nang nalamigan, Ganon na ang gagawin ko.
Ganon na ba?
Tatalokbuhan ko na yan ng papakulo na ako ng tubig. Tapos iuupo ko sila dun sa na tatalokbuhan ko ng yan, ng kumot na para yung walang pumasok na hangin.
Oo.
Tapos ko sila, yung ini-steam mo.
Oo.
O di lahat. Tapos lalagyan ko ng konting kundi alcampurado, yung kwanlong oil. Para na kasi yan para yung masisingot mo luluwag yung mga yung mga phlegm mo na nakadikit. Yan, lalabas yan. Sisip, yan talagang uhog mo talagang tutulo at tutulo.
Yes.
Ganon. Ngayon, pag nagpantay na yung pawis mo, kailangan naman, huwag kang malamigan.
Paano kaya?
Nasa loob ka ng kwarto. Hindi, totoo yun Walang naka-open na window, hindi ka dapat malamigan doon. Tapos, pwede kang magpunas, naspo-naspo ka lang Huwag kang maliligo. Naspo ka kahit sabihin mo ng medyo hindi na mainit para mag-presko lalo yung katawan mo, yung konting lamig lang. Pero kailangan sarado yung pagkatapos mong pagpawisan. Ganun yun. Hindi yung nagpahinga ka, tapos maliligo ka or mag-ano ka ng malamig. Wag. Kasi bukas pa yung yung mga pores mo di ba?
So papasok yung lamig.
Ngayon pag napapasara na siya at saka ka ay hirap. Take it from me.
Okay. Sige.
Para gumaling ka na.
Thank you. Mahirap kasi kapag may sakit.
Ang hirap na may sakit.
Oo.
Ako nga, yung allergy ko talagang urong-sulong siya
Oo.
Hindi ko na nga siya maintindihan kung minsan Minsan sa madaling araw siya susumpong.
Minsan?
Talagang madaling araw yung pagka jumingles ka.
Ay, oo.
Tapos pagbalik mo, eto na. Naiba ka na naman ng
Iba yung temperatura lately, no?
Grabe, talagang dami magkakasakit dito sa weather na to. And whether we like it or not, talagang kailangan natin siya pagtiyagaan.
Truly.
At kailangan ang inyong immune system malakas.
Yes.
Health comes first.
Tama. Totoo yan.
Di ba?
Yes.
Una sa lahat ang inyong kalusugan. At yan ay makukuha nyo lamang sa Health Comes First. Meron tayo available, Shop 367. Okay, mga pagbati natin dyan.
Yes! Hi kay Gigi Barber, good evening. Kay Tan George na nanonood. Sabi nga ni Elsa Orbido, ako lagay ko sa stocking, tali ko sa bewang ko.
Pera niya yun.
Oo. Si Mary Ann naman, grabe. Ang bango daw ng Kwanlong, yan ang perfume ko.
Ay, totoo ka dyan. Alam mo ba, adik ang mga kapatid ko dyan.
Talaga?
Sobra. Even sa Baguio, number 1 yan na hinihirit sa... Palagi ako pag umuwi.
Kwanlong oil.
Yes, may dala-dala ako niyan. Laging isang karton, isang dosena.
Ayun.
Hindi ko ano yan Kwanlong perfume Ginagawa nilang perfume
Hi din kay Hermelia Agabao. Hello po, Tita Carrie, DJ Jen. Good evening po. Watching from TST. And kay Susan Nerpio, good evening. Thanks for joining us. Ayan, tuloy-tuloy po ang ating programa. Kung may mga request kayo, mga kantang gusto nyo pong mapakinggan, isa nyo po sa ating text line, WhatsApp at Viber sa 664-188-11. Pwede din kayong tumawag sa 1-834-100 ang ating studio hotline. Or kung nanonood kayo sa ating Facebook, facebook.com/Pinoy Tayo Sanman, mag-comment lang kayo.
Yes! At huwag nyo pong kalilimutan ng Pa-Scholar 2019. No, last day na po tomorrow. Last day na. Deadline of application kasi niyan dapat March 30. Today. Oo, pero syempre today, daming hindi mag-holiday. Habol pa yan. Kaya yung full college scholarship po andog ng A-Freight door-to-door service. At ang pinakamaganda kung sa kanila yung regalo diskwento, tuloy-tuloy pa rin po yan. Yung $30 coupon na binibigay po nila, kapalit po yan ng pinapadala yung Super Jumbo at Jumbo. Yun. At sa regular box naman, $20 coupon. At yung kanilang half box, midi, Q plus box, no? Cutie box, $10 coupon. Yan, magagamit nyo po yan sa susunod yung padala. Good for 1 year.
Yes.
At syempre, ang A-Freight po at pwede niyong tawagan sa 2522-4253. 2522-4253. 34 years in service. Okay? At ang storage po ng yung stripe bag ay 3 kabulan. 3 months. 3 months po yan for free.
A 1, a 2, a 3, a 4. Gusto ko lang naman malaman niyo na ang isipan ko'y gulong-gulo. Nagtatanong kung susundan ko siya dahil ang puso ko ay nabihag niya. Alam mo bang minamahal ko siya at tunay ang aking nadarama. Kahit ako'y nagmumukhang tanga ay ayos lang basta kasama siya. Kahit sabihin pa ng iba nababaliw na akong talaga. Kahit merong iba nagcha-cha-cha, nagrurumba, nagsasalsa, pwedeng sabihin nyo to sa kanya. Ang puso ko'y nahihirapan na. Ano pa ba ang pwede kong gawin na uubra upang maakit siya? Palagay kaya ako ng tako, magpatubo ng balbasang uso, magpalaki ng muscle sa braso, magpadagdag ng puwete belo. Buksan mo, papasukin ako, ulak lang para sa'yo. Ano bang gusto mong gawin ko para mahalin mo? Buksan mo, papasukin mo na, may tsokolating dala. Bigyan mo naman ng pag-asa ang puso ko sinta. Alam mo bang walang kasing saya sa tuwing ikaw'y aking nakikita? Ngunit malaki din ang problema dahil hanggang ngayon sa'yo'y umaasa. Lagi na lang ako naghihintay, ngunit ibang lagi mong kasabay. Kahit madalas kang sumasablay, ako sa'yo'y nakaismay. Buksan mo, papasukin ako, ulak lang para sa'yo. Ano bang gusto mong gawin ko para mahalin mo? Buksan mo, papasukin mo na, may tsokolating dala. Bigyan mo naman ng pag-asa ang puso ko sinta. Palagay kaya ako ng tato, magpatubo ng balbasang uso, magpalaki ng muscle sa braso, magpadagdag ng puwete belo. Buksan mo, papasukin ako, ulak lang para sa'yo. Ano bang gusto mong gawin ko para mahalin mo? Buksan mo, papasukin mo na, may tsokolating dala. Bigyan mo naman ng pag-asa ang puso ko sinta. Buksan mo, papasukin ako, ulak lang para sa'yo. Ano bang gusto mong gawin ko para mahalin mo? Buksan mo, papasukin mo na, may tsokolating dala. Bigyan mo naman ng pag-asa ang puso ko sinta. Bigyan mo naman ng pag-asa ang puso ko sinta. Sabihin mo na ang totoong may mahal kang iba.
Metro Plus, your radio weather.
Cloudy with a few rain patches. Temperatures will range between 20 and 23 degrees. Moderate to fresh easterly winds, occasionally strong offshore tomorrow. Relative humidity stands at 81%. For the outlook, windy and slightly cooler with a few rain patches on Monday. Temperatures will rise gradually midweek next week. And that's the weather from your radio, Plus 1044.
The new law against drunk driving is now in effect. Police may require drivers to undergo preliminary drug tests and provide blood and urine specimens. Driving after taking heroin, ketamine, methamphetamine, cannabis, cocaine or MDMA is an offense, even if the driver does not show any signs of being under the influence of these illicit drugs. The driver is liable to imprisonment for up to 3 years, a fine of $25,000 and disqualification from driving for life.
Ka pang kailangang malaman at intindihin sa mundo. Yan ang totoo. Nagkakamali ka kung akala mo na ang buhay ay isang mumunting paraiso lamang. Batang-bata ka lang at akala mo na alam mo na ang lahat na kailangan mong malaman. Buhay ay di ganyan. Tanggapin mo na lang ang katotohanan na ikaw ay isang musmus lang na wala pang alam. Makinig ka na lang. Makinig ka na lang. Sabihan, pagkat ikaw ay bata at wala pang nalalaman. Makinig ka sa aking payo, pagkat musmus ka lamang at malaman ng maaga ang wasto sa kamalian. Alam ko na may karapatan ang bawat nilalang. Kahit bata pa man, kahit bata pa man. Nais ko sanang malaman ang mali sa katotohanan, sariling paglaranas ang aking pamamagitan. Imulat ang isipan sa mga kulay ng buhay, maging tunay na malaya sa katangi-tanging bata. Bata ka pa at marami ka pang kailangang malaman at intindihin sa mundo. Nais ko sanang malaman ang mali sa katotohanan. Batang-bata ka lang at akala mo na alam mo na ang lahat na kailangan mong malaman. Sariling pagraranas ang aking pamamagitan. Nagkakamali ka kung akala mo na ang buhay ay isang mumunting paraiso lamang. La 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 la
Yes, huwag niyo pong kalilimutan sa mga uuwi ho ngayon sa atin sa Pilipinas. Nako, kung uuwi din po ang inyong mga employers, gusto kong magbakasyon sa atin, wala ko kayong dapat isipin. Pwede nyo i-refer, hindi tayo mapapahiya. No, your one-stop shop for all your travel needs. Package store, Palawan. Boracay, sa Cebu. Bohol. Ako, dami sa atin na pwedeng puntahan ng inyong mga employers. Ayan. At hindi lang po sila package tour. Meron din po silang hotel accommodation, cruise tour.
May package tour, may visa, discounted na Disneyland sa Ocean Park tickets. So, di ba, Macau tours, China tours, and local Hong Kong tours.
Yun. At pwede rin po yung mga papunta ng Russia. Nag-accommodate din po sila. Papunta Canada. Pwede din po. Meron din po sila. At sila po yung matatagpuan.
Siyempre, sa room 701B Camera Commercial Building, 30-32 Cameron Road sa Tim Satoy. Ang kanilang telephone number, 2368-5202 o 2368-5202 or 2368-5203. That's 2368-5203. Ang kanilang mobile number, 9487-7278. That's 9487-7278. Ang KSS Travel Limited Travel and Tours, your one-stop shop for all your travel needs.
Ayan. At syempre, mga ano natin dyan? Mga pagbati pa natin dyan.
Naku, ang dami nating mga nanonood all the way from Canada.
Ay, mga taga-Canada. Galing naman. Parami tayo na parami sa Canada, ha? Naku, thank you so much sa mga nagre-refer po sa amin.
Yes, hi kay Merlita Di Maya. Watching naman siya from Vancouver.
Wow naman.
Si Lota Manubay. Hi, Tita Carrie. Nakikinig kami dito sa Santa Rosa. And
Laguna?
Dati akong OFW.
Oh, Santa Rosa, Laguna.
Oo. Hi din kay Carmen Timbal, kay Liza Domingo, Tita Carrie, DJ Jen, watching from Chunmon. Galing mong sumayaw, Tita Carrie.
Yeah.
Hi kay
Saliwa pa.
Sa Bando. Hello po, good evening sa inyo, DJ Jen, Tita Carrie. Uy, may heart siya.
Thank you.
Kay Relly Jose, Tita Carrie, pwede ba wag mo kaming sayawan ng ganyan? Yung parang nawawala ako sa sarili na parang gusto kitang sabayan. Ay, ano ba yan? Huwag kang ma-turn off. Hindi ko ayaw mong aminin na natuturn on ka kay Tita Carrie. Turn off ka dyan. Gusto mo ngang sabayan di ba? Ikaw, ha? Dapat ma-invite para sabay ko yung sabayan.
Oo, pwede. Laban ako dyan.
Hindi, partners daw kayo.
Pwede. Laban ako dyan.
Si Relly Jose. Ay, ano ba yan? Kay Mars Susares, Tita Carrie, DJ Jen, good evening. Galing mong sumayaw. Uy, talagang galing ni Tita Carrie sumayaw.
Wala pa akong practice niyan.
Oo, truly. Truly, wala pa. Hi din kay Mila Cabal, sabi, eto naman. Galing naman mag-cha-cha, Tita Carrie. Tanong lang, Tita Carrie.
Okay.
Pwede po bang mag-hand carry ng red wine?
Hindi.
O, yun. Bilis na sagot.
Bawal po, bawal. Bawal i-hand carry. Pero pwedeng magdala. I-check-in mo. Kasi ako nagdadala ako ng red wine, eh. Kasi talagang ano yan. Una, maganda sa health ang red wine. At talagang gustong-gusto yan ng aking mga syupatid.
Oo. Ayan.
Yeah, pwede kayo magdala ng red wine, ha? Doon sa mga bibigay sa akin ng red wine, thank you. Uy, may nagbigay sa akin ng red wine.
Ay, hindi mo kumakas dito.
2000, ano ba yun? 2011.
Oh.
Yung year nung, nung red wine. Kasi, yung kung gano'n siya katagal, gano'n siya kasarap.
Not bad, ha?
Oo.
8 years?
Nako, thank you ha. Salamat.
Dapat umaabot yan dito.
May nagbigay din sa akin ng 2013.
At hindi umaabot yan dito.
Oo. Hindi kasi, alam mo kapag sarap nun. Hindi na talaga makakaabot sa inyo yun.
Ubus na ba?
Yung iba dinadala ko po sa sa atin. Kasi masarap po yung Kasi sa ngayon, sinasabi ng mga, lalo na sa France, di ba?
Oo.
Talagang nila yan. Pagka mang pagkain nila, may red wine. Kasi sa puso daw eh. Kaya kita mo, yung long life.
Oo, wag lang sobra.
Ay, hindi, natural. Drink moderately.
Yun. Kasi meron iba. Sige.
Ay, hindi. Yung nakaisang glass ka, okay na yun. Okay na yun. Huwag ka nang humirit pa. Kasi maganda rin ho sa yan. Yan eh. Prutas yan eh.
Grapes.
Di ba? Hindi naman talaga yung alcohol.
Yes.
Kaya maganda yan sa kalusugan.
Yes.
Okay? Hindi ka pwede magdala ng red wine, ha? Hand carry. Bawal. Bawal mag-hand carry. Ba't doon ako nakaganon?
Hindi.
Bawal mag-hand carry.
Kung ano eh.
Ay, bakit kasi naglagay ka ron?
Hindi, kapag sumasayaw
Ayun.
ka.
At sasayaw lang yun?
Oo, minsan
Okay.
sasabihin ko sa'yo kung saan.
Okay. Okay, direct. Check-in. Pwede.
Pwede. Alright.
This good thing that I've got. If I do, I will surely lose a lot. 'Cause your loving is better than any love I know. It's like thunder, lightning. The way your love is frightening. I better not on wood, baby. Wow. I'm not superstitious about you. I can take no chance. Got me spinning. Baby, I'm your friend. 'Cause your loving is better than any love I know. It's like thunder, lightning. The way your love is frightening. I better not on wood, baby. Wow. It's no secret that woman killed my loving cup. She sees to it that I thought enough. Just one touch for her. You know I need so much. It's like thunder, lightning. The way your love is frightening. I better not on wood, baby. Wow. I better not on wood. 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 I better not.
Where it began, I can't begin to know him, but then I know it's growing strong. Wasn't the spring, and spring became the summer. Would you believe you'd come along? Hand, touching hand, reaching out, touching me, touching you. Oh, sweet Caroline, that I've never seen so I'd be inclined to believe they never would, but now I look at the night and it don't seem so lonely. We filled it up with only two. And when I heard it runs upon my shoulder,
How can I hurt when holding you? Warm, not saying warm, reaching out, that's in me, that's in you. Oh, sweet Caroline, that I never seem so good. I'd be inclined to believe they never would. Oh, no, no. Sweet Caroline, that I never seem so good. I'd be inclined to believe they never would. Sweet Caroline, that I never seem so
Oh. Okay. Victor Wood.
Wood.
Yung kanyang Knock on Wood at saka Sweet Caroline. Ayan. At sa mga nabitin ho last Saturday.
Oy!
Yes, marami nabitin.
Ano meron ng last Saturday?
Yung ating horoscope. Di ba? Yung kanilang guhit ng kapalaran. Okay? Tutuloy po natin yan. At sa mga pinanganak po ngayong araw na ito, March 30.
March 3rd.
Kasi iba-iba ng ano yan eh.
Araw-araw.
Di ba? Ng araw ng kapanganakan. Depende yan sa ano ng buwan at ng araw.
Saka ng stars.
Ng yung bituin.
Yeah.
Sa kalangitan. Yung ibang mga magagaling na ano talaga, alam nila yan. Oo, kasi, di ba, umiikot yan eh.
Yes.
Umiikot ang ating mundo. Tapos, depende yan kung yung star mo ay walang ningning.
Bituing walang...
Di ba? Kaya nga, di ba, sinabi nga, bituing walang ningning.
Di ba yun?
Oo, kailangan yung bituin mo palaging nagniningning at kumikinang.
Kasi kapag hindi na nagningning...
Ay wala, ibig sabihin nun eh. Pagka hindi na siya nagningning at mapusyaw na siya, pundido na siya.
Yes.
Moyong.
Tapos patay.
Moyong.
Is dead.
Moyong.
Dead. Parang mali yung translation.
Lapsap. Ganon. Wala na eh. Di ba? Di na siya nagniningning. Kaya nga pagka pundido na yung iyong bituin, no? Kailangan yan eh magpakonsulta ka na sa pinakamalapit.
Pinakamalapit na ano, Tita Kerry?
Na klinika. Imagine mo, wala nang ningning yung bituin mo. Pundido na. Oh, baka palitan ka ng magaling mong asawa.
Ay.
Kung siya maningning pa yung bituin niya, di ba? Kumukuti-kutitap, bumubusi-busilak.
Saan na naman napupunta
di ba?
yung bituin?
Ganon. Bumubusi-busilak, kumukuti-kutitap.
Bakit may ganon?
Ay, nako. Yan ha.
May birthday ngayon.
Sino?
Ang ating favorite na artistang lalaki.
Si?
Ken! Birthday ni Ken today!
Really?
Enrique Hill!
Enrique Hill! Happy birthday, Enrique!
Binabati
Hi! Happy birthday!
Ay, ng listener.
Yes! Happy birthday kay Enrique Hill. Napakabait na bata niyan. Nung nakita namin siya nung 7th Sunday at nakita kami yung yapos niya, yung parang sabi mo, kilala talaga kami.
Oo.
Hindi yung pang ano lang, yung parang plastic na, di ba? Yung hindi ka kilala na. O ito hindi.
Naalala tayo.
Oo, galing niya talagang believe tayo dyan.
Yes.
Yan ang sinasabing kasi nagbigay din ako ng advice sa kanya eh. Nung nagkita kami ng 7th Sunday, backstage, sinabi ako siya, Enrique, magaling ka talaga. maraming nag-idolize sa'yo.
Yes.
Di ba? Lalo na yung mga kabataan natin ngayon, i-maintain mo yan at sana palaging nakatapak ang paa mo sa lupa.
Yes.
Always be humble. Oo naman, tito. Ganun ang sagot niya.
Ay, tito na.
Oo, ganun. Sabi ko, tita. Okay, sa mga pinanganak ngayon, kagaya ni Enrique Hill, okay, tamo ha, namumukod tangi ang inyong ningning ngayong araw na ito. Kasama mo si si Enrique Hill eh. Yung karisma mo sa araw na ito ay namumukod tangi. Galing ano? Ng mga pinanganak ngayon. Uy.
Saglit lang. Stress ako.
Okay. May bagong pag-ibig na darating. Oy, naku, wag naman ha. Wag mong papalitan si Liza. Ikaw din, magsisisi ka. Hindi, talagang nakatali na siya kay Liza Pero doon po sa mga pinanganak ngayon na medyo sila sa pag-ibig, ito daw ho ang araw. The right day, the right time. Ito pong araw na ito, darating ang inyong bagong pag-ibig. Wow! Pwede pa kayong mabul bukas hanggang mamaya. Pwede pa yan. Extended yan. Extended yan. Okay? At sa usapin naman ng pananalapi. Wow! Ito po, best din. Talagang pagka sumabay ka pala kay Enrique Hill, swerte talaga, no? Iba daw yung pagpasok ng pera. Kaya, yung kanilang pelikula ngayon, Alone Together, laki ng kinita.
Galing.
Darating daw po ang pananalapi at hindi ka mamomroblema. Galing naman.
Galing.
Parang magaan. Magaan ang dating ng pera sa ngayon.
Wow.
At madodoble ang pera mo.
Ganda niyan. 13-month pay.
Oo, madodoble. Baka ibigay na ngayon. Di ba? 1 month, notice. Na doble. Binigyan ka pala ng 1 month notice. Yung sahod mo.
Wag naman.
Aray ko. Hindi. Erase yun. Erase. Binigay sa'yo yung Long Service Award.
Ayun. Kasi matagal ka na
Mismo. Kung matagal ka na, 5 taon ka na mahigit sa amo mo, medyo nakita niya, lungkot yata ni ngayon ha.
Oo.
Mukhang may problema. Ugali pa naman yan, hindi nagsasabi sa akin. So, ikusa ko na, ibigay ko na kaagad. Plus yung 1 month salary niya, di ba? And then yung long service. Wow.
Yes.
Doblado. Hindi lang doblado yan. Di ba? Tripladong, matindi.
Ang galing.
Okay? At ang mapalad mong numero ngayon.
Ito na, ilista nyo na.
Okay? 3. Saan yan? Letrang B. 9. Letrang B din yan. Sabihin ko.
9.
At 18. 18 sa letrang I. Yun. Sama mo pa ng doble 3 sa N.
Wow.
4 na yan, ha? Pwede na yan. Di na bawitaya yan.
Solved na yan.
Solved ka na yan.
Yes.
Pwede ka pang umabol. Kailan ba ang ngayon?
Wala na.
Wala. Naibola na. Naibola na.
Oo.
Naibola virus na. So, next week na lang.
Next week.
Baka naman pwede pa.
Sa
Okay, ang swerte mong kulay, isuot mo bukas. Okay, pula. Pula.
Pang love life yan.
Yes. Ano ka ngayon?
Pwede yan.
Tapos nataon? Swerte ka lalo pag pula. Di ba?
Oo.
Nagkaroon ka ng menstruation. Ay, nako, swerte mo. Hindi na buo.
True. Better late.
Safe ka. Hindi na buo.
Better late.
Kundi termination yan.
Yes.
Imagine mo, nabuntis ka. Aray ko. Sinabi pa naman sa'yo, wag.
Wag po.
Wag po. Ayan ha, safe ka. Red ang isusuot mo. Okay, alam nila. Alam nilang swerte ka dahil meron ka. Talaga pag nagkakaroon ka, swerte yun.
Totoo.
Hindi malas yun. Let it flow.
Ilabas mo lang.
Ilabas mo lang. Dahil pag hindi mo nilabas yan,
Masakit.
sakit yan. Oo, di ba? Dysmenorrhea labas yan. Sakit sa ulo. Okay, babalik po ang ating PTS Sabado night.
Yes.
Makalipas lang po ang ating balita.
Huwag kayong aalis at i-message nyo lang at i-comment ang inyong mga request.
Metro Plus, a service of Metro Broadcast. Now the news with Jeanette Gaius.
French Yellow Vest protesters are rallying to support an activist injured in a confrontation with police. The demonstrators are undeterred by protest bans or repeated injuries in 20 weeks of demonstrations. They are marching again in Paris, Bordeaux, and other cities to keep pressing President Emmanuel Macron to do more to help the working classes, redesign French politics, or step down altogether. They're also showing solidarity with Genevieve Leguay, a 73-year-old anti-globalization activist who suffered a head injury in the southern city of Nice last weekend. The Nice prosecutor said a police officer pushed her down. With Brexit looming and nationalism rising, French President Emmanuel Macron's pro-EU party is launching its campaign for the European Parliament elections. The centrist Republic on the Move party and allies are holding a rally in the Paris suburb of Aubervilliers. The grouping calls itself Renaissance. Polls suggest Renaissance will be among France's top two vote-getters in the May elections, alongside Marine Le Pen's anti-immigration far-right national rally. Saturday's Renaissance rally will be led by Nathalie Loiseau, who quit this week as France's European Affairs Minister to lead the campaign. A rescue in the Mediterranean Sea that took an ominous turn has raised concerns that some merchant ship captains might become reluctant to save migrants in danger of drowning during the perilous crossing from North Africa to Europe, fearing they could lose control of their ship. A cargo ship heading from Turkey to Libya was asked to divert its course to rescue nearly 100 migrants in distress, which it did before continuing on its course. But when the migrants realized they were headed back to lawless Libya, which they had just left, some revolted, commandeering the ship and forcing it to head to Europe. The temporary hijacking this week of the El Hiblu 1 was described by Italy's hardline interior minister as an act of piracy. Aid groups called it an act of self-defense against Europe's inhumane immigration policies, which aim to ship back desperate migrants to Libya, where they often face beatings, rape, and torture in detention camps. Thailand's Electoral Commission said that computer software was partly to blame for inconsistent and delayed vote totals from last Sunday's general election. During early reporting of the election results, its tabulation software had trouble handling data entered simultaneously from several points and sometimes displayed incorrect numbers, the commission said in a statement, as it faced criticism over lack of transparency. Several political activists said they are starting a petition to impeach the election commissioners. On Thursday, the commission issued a 208-page compilation of votes in every constituency in response to criticism, but some tallies still failed to add up correctly. Pakistani police says a bus has hit a rickshaw, killing 6 schoolgirls and driver in the eastern Bakar district. Senior officer Shahista Nadim says one girl was also critically injured in the accident. The official says the girls were returning home from their first-year high school exams when the bus sped into their rickshaw. She added that angry protesters partly burned the bus before police could arrive. Fatal road accidents are common in Pakistan because of lax safety standards and disregard for traffic laws.
Metro Plus, your radio weather.
Cloudy with a few rain patches. Temperatures will range between 20 and 23 degrees. Moderate fresh easterly winds, occasionally strong offshore tomorrow. Relative humidity stands at 81%. For the outlook, windy and slightly cooler with a few rain patches on Monday. Temperatures will rise gradually midweek next week. And that's the weather from your radio, plus 1044.
How should we prepare before going hiking? Here's some advice from the Agriculture, Fisheries and Conservation Department. Put on suitable clothes and footwear for hiking. Pay attention to changes in the weather and your physical condition. Carry enough drinking water and protect yourself against the sun. Plan ahead for your route and don't hike alone. Use managed and maintained trails and stay away from dangerous locations like cliffs and mountain streams. Then you can enjoy a safe hike. Plan well, hike safely, enjoy nature's beauty.
Kumuha lang ng loan sa public finance up to $48,000 at makakuha kayo ng Olympus Ultra Zoom camera at a special discount. For details, bisitahin lang ang kanilang mga branches o tawagan sila sa 25224067 or 25245603, 25224067 or 25245603. Ang kanilang bagong Star House branch ay bukas na at ito'y matatagpuan sa Unit 921, 9th floor Star House, 3 Salisbury Road, Chimsachoy.
Tuloy natin yung ating guhit ng kapalaran. Ayan. At sa mga, ano naman, marami yata tayong dinabasa nun na ano no?
Oo.
Yung kung ano yung ano nila.
Si Saji, si Scorpio.
Okay, si Scorpio. Yan. Ang mga Scorpion, October 24, November 21. Palagay ko sa mga asawa nyo to. Kasi, ang nakalagay ho sa kapalaran, kung birthday ngayon ni Mr. Ninyo, padala nyo to. lalo na yung mga, ang asawa chemist.
Chemist?
Oo, chemist. Chemisis nakaasa. Di ba? O kaya, PMA. Pahinga muna, asawa. Ay nako, ang sinasabi ho sa kapalaran, wag daw mahirate na sa bahay na lang at tulog ng tulog sa isang lugar. Dapat pala matulog ka sa ibang bahay.
Yes.
Sino kaya nagsulat nito? Tuturuan pang mga liwayong lalaki.
Bad.
Sa isang lugar lang Di ba? Oo. Bawal matulog, wag mahirati. Nasa bahay ka lang natutulog, makitulog ka sa ibang bahay. Kay Mare. Diba? Kung okay naman si Mare. At wala si Pare. Siguraduhin mo lang ha. Pare, wala si Mare. Ka, magulpi ka ni Pare. Okay. Or, eto maganda. Swerte ka sa paglalakbay.
Ayun.
Maraming oportunidad na makikita ka at madidiskubre. So, ibig sabihin, nakita ko na yung ibig niya sabihin. Hindi ka lang sa bahay.
Kasi,
oo, kasi wala doon ang swerte. Butiki ang makikita mo sa bahay. Di ba? Oo, baka inaabangan mo yung paggalik ng butiki sa lupa. Di ba? At saka yung pagpanik niya. Lulubugan ka na ng araw nun.
Oo.
Di ba? So, ibig sabihin, magsumikap ka. No? Umalis ka sa loob ng bahay, no? Punta ka sa ibang lugar, dun makikita mo ang ibang oportunidad. No? At makakita ka ng pagkakakitaan ng pera. Dun mo madidiskubre. Yun pala, nakuha ko na. At sa pag-ibig.
Oh.
Sa malayong lugar mo daw matatagpuan ang iyong true love.
May gano'n.
Ba't naman ang layo pa?
Long distance.
Di ba? Baka pwede naman lapitan. Oo, sayang pamasahe. Di hiram na naman ang pamasahe yan. Gastos pa.
True.
Sana lapitan na lang. Hirap naman nun. Tapos true love. Bagay, true love yan. Mahirap hanapin yan. Di ba? Yung tunay na pag-ibig. Ay. At mapalad mong numero. Okay? Sa letrang B. 5.
5.
Sa letrang N. Ay, hindi. N ba to? Correct me if I'm wrong ha. N ba tong 23 o letter I?
Hindi.
Sa bingo. Ang alam ko ang 32 N.
Okay.
May mahilig sa bingo. Nakalimutan ko. 5, 23, 32. Yan ang inyong lucky number.
Ano yan?
Okay? 5. Oo, 23. Letter I, no?
Oo.
Kasi may ano pa doon 24 no?
Oh, may 27.
May 27 pa, no? Ayun. Letter I. Okay, dagdagan pa natin na isa. Sa letrang N pa rin. 41. Okay, 4 yan ha. Extra number na lang yung 41 para medyo ano. Kasi pag 3, bawi taya lang eh. At least may extra number ka, pwede. Mga 100 plus din yan.
Yeah.
Pengin 20 ha, pantaya. At swerte mong kulay. Okay? Uy, violet. Swerte mo. O mag-violate ka bukas, ha? But don't violate your wife. Okay? Diba dapat?
Oo, bawal.
Diba? Always obey your wife. Don't violate.
Yes.
Okay? Your wife and your boss. Kundi, malas ka. Okay? Mag-violate ka bukas. Alright. At sino pa?
Si Marilyn Pacalda. Hello, Tita Carrie. Ang ganda mo pa rin. Stay pretty. God bless you abundantly. Hi kay Tita Agnes Valyoyas. Kay Rivera Calma. Good vibes, Tita Carrie. Nice moves. Hi din kay Maria Lourdes Marquez. Ay,
si Doc Lulu.
Si Doc Lulu. Dance time na naman. Yes. Oo.
Si Doc Lulu. Private nights.
Private nights. Oo.
Yes. Private nights with Doc Lulu.
Yes. Sabi din ni Tita Daisy Sandoval, Tita Carrie, Tita Jen, musta na? Ay, siya yung
okay lang.
Saktong
okay lang.
Siya. Kasi nakatangan lang daw siya, tahimik siya. Saktong open ko kayo, tawa ng tawa. Natawa tuloy ako bigla.
Okay. Eto, may texter din tayo. Tita Carrie, Sagi naman. Sagi.
Sagi?
Sagi. Huwag kang mahirap yung Sagi. Okay. Oo, kung sasagi ka rin lang, tulak mo na. Di ba? Mahirap na masagi. Okay, Sagittarius, November 22, December 21. Oy, eto maganda ha. Kung sino ka man na isinilang ng November 22, December 21, ang sinasabi ng iyong kapalaran, swerte daw. Swerte at tama ang ginawa mong pasya. No, yung desisyon mo ngayon ay tama. Yung ginawa mong desisyon na lumayo muna sa kasalukuyang kapaligiran at sa mga nakapaligid sa iyo. Hindi sinabi dito kung asawa mo ang lagi nakapaligid sa iyo or yung amo mo. Ba? Tama. Yung ano ka muna? Hindi, totoo naman yun eh. Na kapag ka may tension o kaya may problema na nangyari dun saan, mabuting lumayo ka muna. Magpalamig ka muna. Huwag mong daanin sa init ng ulo. Diba? Kasi mahirap na. At huwag kang magdidesisyon ng galit ka.
Yes.
Huwag kang magbibigay ng anumang pahayag pagkagalit ka. Kasi maliligaw ka dyan. Kaya mas mabuti, ano ka muna? Lumayo ka muna. Mainit dun sa kapaligiran na yon. Kung let's say nagtalo kayo ni mister, ano ka muna? Labas ka muna. Hayaan mo siya maggabol. Magpalamig ka lang. Tsaka mo siya balikan. Huwag ka nang itak-itakin mo. Joke ha? Huwag gagawin yun. Magpalamig ka lang. Hayaan mo lang siya. Kasi lalamig din ang ulo ni mister. Importante yung nag-uusap. At kung si mister naman ang mainit ang ulo at siya yung hindi mapigil, dapat siya muna lumayo. Ganun lang yun. Mahirap yung nagpipingkian kayo o nagsasabay ng init ng ulo. Wala mararating yan. Okay? At pinaka the best, magbakasyon ka sa ibang lugar. Importante yun. No, kahit once a year, yung pag-uwi ninyo, lumayo kayo dun sa magbakasyon kayo with your family. Importante yun. At ang sinasabi po dyan, magbakasyon ka muna nang madali mong malutas ang kinakaharap mong problema. Which is true. No, kaya ka pala pinalalayo. Magbakasyon ka muna, no, para at least yung problema mabigyan mo ng solusyon. Kaya nga sinasabi nila, alam mo, ang sina-advise, mabuti daw yung on a day-to-day basis, mabuti yung naglalakad ka, no, ng 30, 45 minutes, tapos nakangiti ka. Kung kung nagsasalita ka mo sa sarili mo, whatever, basta nakangiti ka, masaya ka, walang pressure, walang stress. Tapos, pwede ka rin magbigay sa sarili mo ng 10 to 15 minutes. No? On a day-to-day basis. Ito na mapag-isa ka. Kung let's say, doon ka sa kwarto mo o sa ibang nasa parke ka, hayaan mo lang na doon ka. No? Yung, importante kasi yung para kang nagme-meditate. Importante pala yun. Mga 10 to 15 minutes sa buhay mo, sa oras mo, on a day-to-day basis, makakaalis siya ng stress. Galing Tama rin naman. Tama rin naman. Okay? At sa pag-ibig, yun ang problema. Sa pag-ibig. 0 ka. Pero, may swerte. Humanap ka ng isang aris. Sagi tsaka aris. Sagian mo yung aris. Importante yan. Ayan, sinasabi Humanap ka ng isang pinanganak ng aris. Yung aris, anong petsa ba yung aris? Tingnan natin. Yung aris. Yan. March 21, April 19. So kung may makikilala ka, tanungin mo kung pinanganak ba siya ng March 21 to April 19. Aris yun. Yun ang swerte mo. Swerte mo yan. Okay? At eto naman ang iyong swerteng numero. Ang numero mo ay 12.
12.
21.
21.
30.
30.
Extra number. May extra number.
May extra number.
3.
3.
Okay na yan.
Okay.
Dalawa na lang kailangan mo.
Okay, go.
Malaki-laki ng ano yun, ha? Tama yun, ha? Okay. Ayan. At syempre, babalik po ang ating PTS. Of course, Sabado night.
Kay gandang pagmasdan, tunay mong larawan talaga. Sa iyong kagandahan, puso ko'y bihag mo kailanman. Nais ko malaman mo, naging bahagi ka ng buhay ko. Iniibig kita, tunay sa'king tuwina o sinta. Kahit nasang ka man, puso ko'y sa'yo lang sumpa man. Pag-ibig kong ito, di na magbabago kailanman. Nais ko malaman mo, naging bahagi ka ng buhay ko. Iniibig kita, tunay sa'king tuwina o sinta. Nais ko malaman mo, naging bahagi ka ng buhay ko. Iniibig kita, tunay sa'king tuwina o sinta. Kahit nasang ka man, puso ko'y sa'yo lang sumpa man. Pag-ibig kong ito, di na magbabago kailanman. Nais ko malaman mo, naging bahagi ka ng buhay ko. Iniibig kita, tunay sa'king tuwina o sinta. Sa piling ba niya ikaw ay may lungkot na nararamdaman? Damdamin mo ba hindi maintindihan? At sa tuwing ako ang nasa iyong isipan, may nakita ka ba na ibang kasiyahan? Nandito lang ako, naghihintay sa'yo na mapansin ang aking damdamin na para lang sa'yo. may sakit na nararamdaman. Damdamin mo ba'y sinasaktan? At sa tuwing ako ang nasa iyong panaginip, na tayong dalawa'y masayang magkapiling. Nandito lang ako, naghihintay sa'yo na mapansin ang aking damdamin, na para lang sa'yo. Dahil ikaw ang sigaw ng puso ko, ikaw ang nasa isip ko, ang nais ko ay malaman mo, na ikaw ang tanging pangarap ng buhay. Pag-ibig ko sa'yo'y ibibigay, ang nais ko ay malaman mo, na mahal kita. Sana'y pagbigyan ang nadaramang ito, sana'y masabi mo na mahal mo rin ako. Dahil ikaw ang sigaw ng puso ko, ikaw ang nasa isip ko, ang nais ko ay malaman mo, na ikaw ang tanging pangarap ng buhay. Pag-ibig ko sa'yo'y ibibigay, ang nais ko ay malaman mo, na mahal kita. Ikaw ang sigaw ng puso, na mahal kita. Ikaw ang nasa isip ko, na mahal kita. Ikaw ang sigaw ng puso, na mahal kita. Ikaw ang nasa isip ko.
Yes, awitin po ng True Faith, Dahil Ikaw. Ayan. Siyempre, dito lamang yan sa ating Tunog Pinoy, Sabado night. At tuloy-tuloy po tayo sa ating programa. Mga pagbati tayo dyan, DJ Jean.
Yes, binabati natin si Daisy Sandoval, si Doc Lulu. Sabi niya, bibatiin daw niya tayo mamaya.
Ay, thank you po, Doc Lulu.
Private night.
Yes, yung sa mga hindi pa ko, kumbaga,
Tulog.
hindi, kasi may mga, di ba, pag may mga alaga ka, maaga gising mo?
Oo.
Di ba? Yung mga ganyan. Pwede yung mapakinggan ninyo sa DCMM Teleradio, si Doc Lulu, Private Nights.
Yes.
Mhm.
Oo.
Saan makuha natin? Anong oras siya?
Oo, anong oras nga ba? Sige.
Doc Lulu, anong oras kayo sa, sa
Mamaya.
private? Alam ko mga ano yan 2 to 3 or
Madaling
2 to 4. Mga ganon.
Oo. Hello din kay Vanji Pagaregan. Good evening po. Kumusta kayo dyan? Kay Weng Acevedo. Na friend ni Beng Sarino.
Nagbatian sila.
Nagbatian din sila. Oo, sabi niya, kasi sabi ni Beng, hi Tita Carrie, DJ Jen, magandang gabi po sa inyong lahat dyan sa studio. Kumusta po sa aking palangga na si Weng Acevedo. Na-miss you, gang.
Palangga
Ingat ka.
kita.
Lagi, bet, si Beng is watching from Istanbul.
Yan yung mga pagpalangga. Yung katawan nila dati, tansan lang, ngayon palanggana na.
Ganun ba yan?
Ngayon para silang palanggana na palangga. Joke lang
Hi din kay Daisy Sandoval, sabi niya, ako nanalo dito ng loteng.
Hoy!
Sabay sa loteng 3,500.
Galing naman.
Halos 1,000 US daw. Tapos sa first ball na groceries, free shipping pa.
Galing naman. Swerte naman ni Days.
Diba?
May maraswerte talaga sa ganyan.
Oo.
No? Meron swerte. Ako sinwerte ko, Pag-ibig Band. Magkasunod na taon. Yan, sinuwerte ko noon. Sana nga magkaroon ulit yung pag-ibig eh. No? Nung ano nila, raffle. Pero ngayon may raffle pa rin po ha, hanggang May. Oh, yung habol pa, 1 million yan. Aba, ano yun na? No, sayang. At meron din text sa atin. Uy, si ano pala? Si Agnes nagsabi na match ang ang Sagittarius at ang Aries compatible. O, to tama. Tama yung maghanap ka yung Sagittarius, pinaghahanap ka ng Aries. Okay? At sabi niya, totoo yan, Tita Kerry, I spent 30 minutes talking to myself. Ano naman sabi? Ano sabi? Sabi ng sarili mo. At eto naman, okay, Aries. Sa mga pinanganak ng March 21, April 19. Okay? Palagi kayong nagmamadali. Palagi ninyong gustong tapusin ang oras dahil sa pagkita ng pera. Doon sa perang kikitain. Madalian. Parang pagka meron kang trabaho dito, trabaho doon, gusto mo matapos agad para instant money ka agad. Pero, hinay-hinay lang at baka ikaw ay magkasakit. Mapapabayaan mo ang iyong sarili, ang pag-ingatan mo ay ang sobrang pagod. Okay, sobrang pagod. Ingat ha, ingat. Sa pag-ibig, wag nang umasa.
Kawawa naman yan.
Aray ko, Agnes, ano nangyari? Wag nang umasa. At, may pahabol. Wag nang mag-inarte pa. Yun. Dahil baka lumipas o lipasan ang tumitinding pagnanasa ng kasuyo. Yun. Yun naman pala eh. Okay. So, wag nang mag-inarte ha. Kung niligawan ka, sino man yan, sagutin mo na. Lalo na kung medyo sulimpat ang mata, yung duling. Bulag, okay na yun. Hindi ka naman nakikita nun. Sagutin mo na. Pag duling naman, doble tingin sa'yo nun. Mas lalong doble pagmamahal na ibibigay nun. Diba?
Hindi natitingin sa iba.
Hindi natitingin sa iba yun. Doble natingin sa iyo eh. So, yun ang kunin mo kagad. Okay? Kaya, ang mapalad mo namang numero, nako, malas na nga eh. Numero pa, sex. Wala nga eh. Sa letrang B, sex. Okay, sa is. At 15. Ba? 15. Tapos 24. Swerte. O sige, bigyan natin extra number. 47. Oy, naku, tingnan nyo ha. Baka tumama ha, next week. Please. Balato naman. Okay. At ang iyong buenas na kulay for tomorrow ay lilac. Lilac. Okay, maglilak ka.
Lilac na naman.
Okay.
Yan yung parang purple eh, di ba? Parang ganito.
Lilac ha?
Parang ganyan.
Ayan, lilac. Oo.
Diba?
Tapos pag nabigo, ano lang, laklak naman. Laklak.
In moderation. In moderation.
At least kombinasyon yan. Lilac, sabay laklak.
True.
Okay. Babalik mo ang ating PTS Tunog Pinoy.
Metro Plus, your radio weather.
Cloudy with a few rain patches. Temperatures will range between 20 and 23 degrees. Moderate to fresh easterly winds, occasionally strong offshore tomorrow. Relative humidity stands at 81%. For the outlook, windy and slightly cooler with a few rain patches on Monday. Temperatures will rise gradually midweek next week. And that's the weather from your radio, Plus 1044.
Drivers who intend to use private cars to carry passengers for hire or reward whether booked through mobile applications or other means, are reminded that their vehicle must hold a hire car permit issued by the Transport Department. Offenders are liable to a fine of $5,000 and 3 months imprisonment on first conviction, and their vehicle license will also be suspended.
Para maintindihan mo ng mahusay ang isang bagay, dapat focus ka. Para magawa mo yung trabaho at di ka ma-terminate, dapat focus ka. Para maging maayos at tumagal ang isang relasyon, dapat focus ka. Para di ka nalolokot na argabyado sa padala mong balikbayan boxes, dapat sa Focus Door-to-Door Cargo ka. Focus Door-to-Door Cargo since 1987 pa at tuloy-tuloy pa rin po ang pagbibigay ng Focus ng instant packing discount kapag inimpake niyo po ang inyong mga stripe bag. No, dinala niyo po sa Focus. Nako, ang Super Jumbo at Jumbo Box, $160 ang discount. Ang regular box, $130 ang discount. At ang half box, $100 ang discount. Uy, laki nyo na. At syempre, kung magpapadala po kayo ng mga appliances, furnitures, gusto nyo pa-estimate muna, tawagan nyo lamang po si Gunnar sa 6208-3257 or si Ray sa 6478-1838. Ang free storage ng inyong stripe bag hanggang June 30, 2019. Libre po yon. At tawagan niyo po ang Focus sa kanilang hotline 2529-2150. 2529-2150. Ang Focus po since 1987 pa. Yun, no?
Right.
Ano?
Okay. Ay, may comment dito. Sabi ni Beng, naku, Tita Carrie, kaya pala hindi kami compatible. Kasi Aries at Scorpio. Sabi ni Agnes, Beng, magkaaway ng mortal ang Aries at Scorpio. Ay, kaloka.
Okay.
At saka hindi daw siya masyadong palanggana, sabi ni Weng.
Joke lang. Palangga is mahal.
Pero natawa naman siya.
Palangga.
Tapos si Doc
Nilagyan ko lang na. Palanggana.
Sabi ni Doc Lulu, 3 a.m. to 4 a.m. daw.
Yun, 3 a.m. to 4 a.m.
Magsimba o maglaba o mag-date.
Yun. So, yung mga gumigising po ng 3 a.m., no? Pwede niyo pong panoorin at pakinggan si Doc Lulu sa kanyang private nights. Kasi ang usapan diyan talagang pribado. Pero marami kayong matututunan.
Totoo.
Yes.
Binabati din natin si Marina Batista. Good evening. Late na pagbati to carry DJ Jin. Okay lang yan. Saka hello din kay Imelda Bambico. Ayan, sabi yung...
Bambico.
Sabi niya, Gemini daw, tsaka Scorpio. Ay, Capricorn.
Oh, meron din nag-text dito. Tita Kerry, huwag mong kalimutan ng Aquarius. Aquarius.
Oo.
Okay, unahin muna natin yung nag-request naman ng Libra. Libra. Okay, Libra, pinanganak ng September 23 up to October 23. Okay? September 23 to October 23, kayo po ay Libra. Okay? Eto po, naku, magandang to. Siguro hindi lang sa Libra ito. Sa Libra, no? Oh. Huwag ibuhos ang iyong panahon palagi sa pagtulong kung kani-kanino. Lalo na sa ibang tao. Ay, hindi lang sa Libra yan. Dapat sa ating lahat. No? Hindi yung all out ka na buhos ang panahon mo sa pagtulong. No? At eto po, sa halip, paglaanan mo ang iyong sarili dahil kawawa ka. Hindi lang naman sa sa Libra, sa lahat ho ito. Talagang dapat paglaanan ho natin ang ating sarili. Okay? Huwag kayong yung bang kung makakatulong kayo sa abot lang ng inyong makakaya, huwag yung sobra-sobra, no? Yung bang konting tulong okay na yun, pero kung di mo kayang makatulong, 'di ba? Marami naman pagtulong na pwedeng ipagdasal mo siya kung may problema. Pwede ring physical, pwedeng mental, pwedeng spiritual. Di ba, na pagtulong. Pero kung pinansyal at hindi mo kaya, wag. Hindi lang sa libre yan. Para sa ating lahat. Okay? At sa pag-ibig, nako, listen ha, mga Libra, pagpasensyakan mo na ang ginagawa ng iyong kasuyong Aquarius. Bakit? Compatible ba yun? Libra at saka Aquarius, pagpasensyahan mo na daw dahil kapag hindi, darating yan sa hiwalayan. Ay, okay lang ang pasensya. Mas mabuti yung marami kang iniinom na pasensya.
Iniinom?
Oo. Inumin mo lang ng inom. Ayan, nilulunok mo yung iyong pride, yung ego mo. No? Pasensya ang kailangan. Pasensya. Pasensya. Okay? Lalo na sa Aquarius na. Bakit? Mayroon bang ang Aquarius? Di naman mabait ang mga Aquarius. Ay, baka lang may sumpong. Darating din ang panahong magbabago rin siya. Ayun naman pala eh. Kaya pasensya. Okay? Huwag mo sabayan. Importante pasensyahan. Okay? Ang mapalad mong numero, 2, 9. Okay. 2, 9, 39. Wow! At extra number, 43. Okay? Ang swerte mong kulay, okay, magsuot ka bukas ng kulay yellow. Okay? Dapat naninilaw ka bukas. No, wag naman yung para kami sakit sa atay. No, lahat ng alaas mo sinuot mo na, tapos yellow pa yung mo, suot mo. Mapagkakamalang ka niyan. May sakit ka sa atay. Mamaya biruin mo yun, kung todo kwintas ka niya, naninilaw ka. No? Tapos ang tingkad pa ng pagkayelo na suot mo, tapos meron ka pang hikaw, meron kang pulsa, grabe. Okay, bakit tanungin ka nila, anong stage mo na? Kala nila may liver cancer ka tuloy. Okay, yellow ang iyong swerting kulay. At pwede mong i-combine daw ang kulay blue para buenas na buenas. Yellow tsaka blue. Hindi na nga. Pwede na. Okay, tuloy-tuloy pa rin po ang ating programa at huwag niyong kalilimutan sa RCBC. Maraming ginhawa. Maginawa ang mag-remit, maginawa ang mag-savings at time deposit, maginawa ang kumuha ng ATM card na magagamit niyo sa Pilipinas, maginawa ang pagbabayad ng SSS, Pag-ibig at PhilHealth Insurance. At lalong higit maginawang mag-ipon sa kanilang maginhawa loan to save. Punta lang po sa Shop 129 first floor ng Worldwide Plaza or sa Tune 1 branch sa Liksang Plaza Shop 221. Kaya san ka pa, mag-RCBC, telemoney ka na. At huwag niyo pong kalilimutan kung ano po ang RCBC, marami rin ho silang pick-up center, no? Hindi lang po sa RCBC telemoney. Pwede rin po sa Palawan Pawn Shop, no? Yung mga nagre-remit sa Palawan Pawn Shop, pwede rin po sa RCBC yan. Sa M. Luwilier, sa Cebuana, pwede po ang RCBC dyan. At sa iba't ibang bangko na kung nakikita nyo mahaba ang pila, no, huwag na kayo mag-aksaya ng panahon, doon na kayo kung nagmamadali kayo sa RCBC na kayo. Maganda rin po ang kanilang serbisyo. At tuloy-tuloy po rin pa rin po tayo sa ating programa. Of course, it's Sabado night. Ayan, sige, tuloy natin. Yun sa nagtatanong ng Aquarius. Aquarius. Ito po ang Aquarius. Pinanganak na January 20 hanggang February 18. Yun. Ang ganda ng ano mo ha. Kung ano man daw ang naiisip mo ngayon na solusyon o konklusyon sa problemang kinakaharap mo ngayon, ay huwag ka nang magpatumpik-tumpik pa. Ito na ang tamang desisyon. Okay no? At wag, sinasabi, wag mong susundin ang payo ng iba. Timbangin mo kung hindi maganda, bakit mo susundin? Okay? Kaya ang sinasabi po dito, kayo, no? Yung iniisip nyo ngayon na konklusyon at desisyon, kailangan mong ituloy. Huwag ka nang magpatumpik-tumpik ka. Magpatumpik-tumpik pa. No? Dahil kung susundin mo ang payo ng iba, ay sira ang iyong mapupurnada po. Kung ano man 'yon. No? At ang sinasabi dito, baka magsisi ka na dapat maligaya ka na sana ngayon. Hindi pa huli. Gawin mo ng desisyon. Okay? At sa pag-ibig.
Maganda ba ang pag-ibig niya?
Eto. Kung sino man siya, sundin ang itinitibok ng iyong puso. Puso ang iyong pairalin upang ikaw ay lumigaya. Hindi ba isip?
Minsan kailangan puso din. Minsan.
Hindi. Kung talagang sino yung mahal mo. Kung sino ang itinitibok ng iyong puso, di ba? Kaysa sa iyong isip, puso ang sundin mo daw para ikaw ay lumigaya. Okay. Nabi mo eh. At ang swerte mong numero, pag puso ang sinunod mo, wow! Numero mo kaagad, swerte, sex, 6. 16, sex 10. Sobra ka na sa sex, ha? Doble sex na to. Diba? Sex. Diba? Tsaka sex 10. At, nako, meron pa rin. 36. Oh. Sobra sa sex. Pag sinunod niya yung niya, yung puso mo. Okay, extra number. 46. Okay. Dami mong sex. Swerte mong numero. Swerteng numero, tapos bagay. Black is beautiful. Di ba?
Kasi swerteng kulay.
Oo. Black ay numero. Ano pala kulay? No, swerteng kulay. Black. Black is beautiful. Yes. If you believe, others will believe it too. Okay. Totoo yan. Kami ni Kuya Mike, no? Palagi kami. Kundi black, gray.
Oo. O kaya blue.
Diba? Blue! Okay din yan. Okay, tuloy-tuloy po ang ating programa.
Yes.
Yes?
Oo.
Teka.
Pero bago yan, magpapabasa daw ng cancer. Sige, mamaya abangan niyo yan.
Abangan mo, ha?
Hi kay Betsy Odavar, kay Mila Kabab, kay Heidi Jacquez, sabi niya, Lito Beleno, friend, nanood ka ng live. Hehehe. Yes, keep tuning in. Kung meron kayong mga kantang gustong mapakinggan, i-send nyo lang or i-comment nyo habang nasa Facebook kayo. Facebook.com/Pinoy Tayo Sanman, or i-message nyo ang aming WhatsApp at Viber sa 664-18811. 664-18811. Ano daw ang compatible partner ng Aquarius? Walang nabanggit, ano?
Wala eh.
Oo, so hindi natin alam.
Ay, di bale, tatanong natin yan sa ating bolang kristal.
Ayan.
Okay. Tuloy-tuloy po ang ating programa Sabado Night. Huwag niyo po kalilimutan, susunod po sa aming programa ay ang Kingdom of Jesus Christ, the name above every name, ni Pastor Apollo C. Kibuloy.
Ikaw ang
piling mo'y tanggalan ng bay. May kasiyahan, walang kapantay. Ikaw ang Miss Universe ng buhay ko. Ikaw ang Miss Universe ng buhay ko. Ilang beses ko pa naman sasabihin sa'yo, sakit ng ulo'y tanggal bigla. Sa piling mo'y lungkot na wala. Ikaw ang Miss Universe ng buhay ko. Aanhin ko ang
Okay, tulak ng bibig, kabig ng dibdib. Of course, dito lamang yan sa ating PTS Tunog Pinoy, Sabado night. At huwag niyo pong kalilimutan, dun po sa merong problema, goiter, no, may mga maliliit na mga cyst, bukol-bukol, no, makakatulong po sa inyo yung Health Comes First. No, marami na pong testimony dyan, no, pampalakas ng immune system, no, nakakatulong po yan sa mga problema. No, yung mga hindi makatulog, pampalakas po yan. Okay? At doon naman sa mga may high blood, mataas ang blood pressure, isinasuggest po namin na ang Circulan. Okay? Talagang guaranteed po yan. Circulan. Okay? At doon naman sa mga mahina ang baga, mayroong mga employer na naninigarilyo, meron po tayong lung care Plus. Punta lang po kayo, Shop 367 sa 3rd floor, Worldwide Plaza. At mahabol natin sa cancer. No, June 22, July 22, maganda ang iyong guhit ng kapalaran. Ngayon na ang pinakamagandang pagkakataon upang sumugod. Galing, ano? Sugod, mga kapatid! Okay, sumugod sa pag-ibig. No, lakas ng loob ang susi upang masungkit mo ang isang matamis at masarap na romansa. Uy, masarap, matamis na romansa. Sugod. Okay? At ang, ano mo, kulay, ano, numero muna. Okay? 2, 16, at 18. Extra number, 49. At ang green ang iyong buenas na kulay. Okay? Sa mga cancer. Tutuloy natin yan sa susunod na Sabado ulit ng ating programa. At ingat po kayo bukas ha. Sa mga magre-remit, alagaan nyo po at pag-ingatan yung perang inyong pinaghirapan. And always thanks the Lord. Importante po yun. Pasasalamat sa dakilang lumika, pagising pa lang natin sa umaga para masaya na kagad ang ating araw. Ingat po kayo. Ang susunod po sa amin ang Kingdom of Jesus Christ, the name above every name ni Pastor Apollo C. Kibuloy. Mama Chup Chup, ingat. God bless.
Bye!